What is good, Sixer Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB. That is right, we are back. We are back with the attack of the NBA trade deadline. Obviously a game tonight between two teams that just made a trade. It's one of those days, man. Did I mention Joel's back? Crazy stuff right here on Philly Take with RB. Coming up next, man, we got a lot to talk about. We're not going to waste any time, man. We are going to get right into it. Welcome into the show. RB is back. And we're here, man. We are here. So we are going to do things a little bit different tonight here on the pregame show. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste any more time because I've literally been refreshing everything for the last 10 minutes, trying to figure out what is going on. But before we jump into all that, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. Wherever you're tapping in from, welcome into Philly Take with RB, the Sixers Game Day live show presented by our great friends at National University. And as always, we are powered by BetUS. All right, Sixers, who are sitting at 19-29 after their last two games losses. I think it's because I wasn't here. I think I might be the good luck charm. I'm here. They win 4 in a row. I go on a vacation, which was definitely needed before this couple of days coming up. And now the Philadelphia 76ers have lost 2 in a row. But anyway, we'll talk about that. They are taking on the 26-24 new look Dallas Mavericks. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day live show. We give you the pregame, live game, and postgame coverage with our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. We'll take your phone calls on the postgame show after, so join the Discord. And please do me a favor, if you're just hopping in here, like the show, like the grind, man. Support the grind. We will be covering everything trade deadline wise the next, 48, 72 hours. We were live earlier today with the breaking news trade, and there's more to come. So, like I said, be sure the notifications are on. But first act of business when you pop into the chat, like the show for your boy, man. Hit that subscribe button if you want to join in on the live chat, and hit the join button or the link pin in the chat to become a channel member. By the way, channel members, we added the emoji. I didn't forget that in the midst of chaotic craziness today. We finally added the new emoji, the Yabu emoji, and it seems like he might end up staying for a long time. So ladies and gentlemen, drop those Yabu emojis in the chat. If you want to get that Yabu emoji, all the cool emojis and loyalty badges and merch discounts and all that and more, go ahead and become a channel member. And lastly, follow us everywhere, Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take to connect everywhere. Special shout out to the members. I see Sixer Sam, Ego, Rachel in the chat. Clint, what's up, everybody? Thank you for being here. We're going to kick things off. So a couple main things here on the pregame show. Okay, number one, Joel Embiid is back tonight. Joel Embiid, I believe the last game he played was against the Golden State Warriors, right? It was that back-to-back. It was the Kings and then the Warriors. Actually, might have been on January 2nd. I don't remember which day it was. But Embiid has missed a month, and he comes back today, 2 days before the trade deadline. So that's very curious to me. It's very interesting with the timing. We have been seeing him on the floor for the last 2 weeks, and now he comes back today. Very interesting, all right? Second act of business. And this is why I say to turn on the notifications. We were live today, impromptu. I had just stepped in the door. I was, on a flight last night, came back. The Sixers, for once, actually waited for me to make a trade. So today I just stepped in the door, and they make a trade between the two teams that are playing tonight. So I did a live stream earlier today. We had 1,200 people in there rocking with us. Caleb Martin to the Dallas Mavericks, and Quentin Grimes and the Sixers' second-round pick that they had previously traded comes back to them. So Quentin Grimes is on the Sixers. Caleb Martin is on the Mavs. So these guys essentially, I guess, just switch benches. Both will not play tonight. But now, as I was getting on this live stream, I just got an update from Kyle Neubeck. Shout out to Neubeck. Always does a great job at PHLY. And now KJ Martin is about to be traded, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get a breaking news? Can we get some fires in the chat real quick? I actually put a siren on the soundboard earlier today. Every time the Sixers make a trade, we are playing the siren. So, ladies and gentlemen, drop a fire in the chat because it's time for the sirens, baby. We got a breaking trade coming soon, man. Let's go. Sound the sirens. Piss off the neighbors. Oh, they're not going to like this one. They're not going to like this one. But anyway, this was just tweeted by Kyle Neubeck about 15 minutes ago. He says that, let me read it word for word. He says KJ Martin is out or has been upgraded to out tonight with a trade pending designation. Talks are in the works. Jake Fisher followed up on it. And he said that the Sixers are weighing multiple offers and will be trading KJ Martin, and it'll either be tonight or tomorrow. So if something happens while we're watching this game, let me know in the chat. I've been doing like a million things trying to stay up with this stuff today. But the Martins are on the move, baby. Caleb Martin is gone. KJ will be gone soon. What will the Sixers get back? That will tell us a lot about where this team is going in the next few days. I did predict that it would either be Andre Drummond, KJ Martin, or Eric Gordon up next. So KJ Martin's on the move. As for the injury report tonight, everybody else is still out. Eric Gordon's out. They might be trying to trade him. But Joel Embiid comes back, and Nick Nurse said he's going to play around 30 minutes tonight. So I know that's a lot to digest, and I know I haven't been here since last week. It was a very much needed relaxation, and now I feel like I'm back in the swing of things. We got a game now against the new look Mavericks, who traded Luka Doncic. Tomorrow we got a game against Miami, who might trade Jimmy Butler, and then Thursday we're going to be live for 3 hours for the trade deadline. So all that being said, welcome in. And do me a favor, like the show. We got almost 200 people in here right now. We're going to be on Game Watch. We're going to be on Live Trade Watch. So give me your thoughts in the chat, and we'll leave it at that for now. $5 super chat from Brian Pumper. He says, KJ probably going to the Wizards with a pick. Washington has an exception that can absorb the contract so Josh Harris can duck the tax. Maybe that's what they're doing. They definitely said the Sixers, obviously are now below the first apron. So those restrictions do not apply now. They're about $6.4 million away from the tax. So maybe that is what they're trying to do, just like they have done in the past for several years. Lou World, $2 super chat. Thanks so much. He says, randomly lost my membership. The link is not working. Interesting. Well, there should be a join button down below, but channel members, moderators, please do me a favor. Drop the link in the chat so Lou World can rejoin his membership. Busy B, welcome to the Fire Take Nation. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Hold up. Let me hit the little bell for you. Thank you very much. And then Lou World becomes a channel member again. Lou World, let's go, baby. All right, man. Things are crazy today. Things are crazy. I woke up early. I was at it, trying to get back into the swing of things. Like I said, we had 1,200 people watching us at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday as we broke down the Caleb Martin trade. What do you guys think about Quentin Grimes? What do you think the Sixers are going to do next? That's what we're going to talk about here for the next couple minutes, and then we'll get into the game. Are you happy with the Sixers trade deadline so far? Caleb Martin is gone. KJ will be gone soon. I predict that Andre Drummond will be gone. Oubre, I think, is a maybe, and I actually think Eric Gordon will be gone too. Sixers seem like they're trying to duck the tax and also get a bit younger, which is also why it's surprising that Joel Embiid is playing tonight, because it's like, hey, like what's going on here? Why is Joel playing? Especially if the Sixers are trying to get younger and maybe not go for it all this season. They've won too many games now to probably get that top 6 pick, but at the same time, like, are they contending? Are they not? This team is very confusing. So will Paul George get traded? Will Joel Embiid ever get traded? I don't know. There's so much to talk about. Excuse me. And we'll get into it. People are tagging me on like 5 million tweets. Chris Middleton is apparently about to get traded to the Wizards for Kyle Kuzma. Kevin Durant might get traded. I can't, like, I'm all over the place, man. This has been an insane trade deadline. While I was away on the island, I didn't really have much Wi-Fi, but Luka Doncic gets traded, and the Sixers are playing the Mavs tonight. No Anthony Davis. He will not be playing yet. He got hurt against the Sixers on Tuesday night. So, will the Sixers win this game? Let's talk about that for a second. And shout out to our great partner, man, BetUS. Out of the day, presented by BetUS. All right, go to betus.com. Use the code YouTube150, get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Will the Sixers win this game? I know this is a weird game with a lot of guys out. Anthony Davis is out, right? The new look Mavs are out. Will the Sixers win? They came in at a 2-point favorite. The new players that were swapped, Quentin Grimes and Caleb Martin, will not play. You guys think the Sixers will win? We're going to skip all the other stuff. Give me your score predictions in the chat. Will the Sixers win? Once again, go to BetUS, use code YouTube150, and get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Here's why I think the Sixers will cover and will win. I think they will win because the 76ers are getting Joel Embiid back. Anthony Davis is not playing. Usually Joel Embiid comes out in his first game back and he starts off rusty and then he goes on a tear. He's fresh. He should be good. He's looked good in the practice videos. So yes, I think the Sixers win. I think they cover and they get it done. So ladies and gentlemen, shout out to BetUS. Drop your final score predictions. Real quick, my player of the game or most points tonight, I think it is going to be Joel Embiid. I think they're going to cater the offense to him, even if he only plays 30 minutes. And I guess that's my question to the chat as well. Before I read your guys' score predictions, do you think that it's a good idea to come back and bring Joel in the lineup? Because obviously the team is better with Joel, but Tyrese Maxey, and I haven't gotten a chance to watch the last two games. I kind of watched like bits and pieces of it and heard about it. But Tyrese Maxey over his last 10 games has been on an absolute tear. He's averaging 33 points a game. He looks like the number one. He's a star right now. He didn't make the All-Star game. That's even more motivation. And it's almost like, are we going to go back to playing Embiid-centric offense? Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see Maxey still be the guy and still take the reins and do his thing. So, I'm curious to see how the Sixers kind of integrate Joel back. If it's just going to be a strict Joel offense, I don't want to see that. Pinky P is still out, as the chat has called him. Pinky P is still injured, I guess. I don't know. There's been rumors about Paul George and the Warriors and all this stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. But if you guys are just tuning in, do me a favor. Drop your final score prediction in the chat right now. We will obviously call this game, and then we will keep our eyes on anything else that happens. But drop your final score prediction. I don't know. I'm going to take the Sixers to win by like 5 points. I think it'll be like 120 to 115. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. So I'm going to say 120 to 115. Not a lot of defense, but Sixers get it done. But then we'll obviously keep our eyes on whatever happens beyond that. Bears Rock, welcome to the Fire Take Nation. Thank you so much. Let's see. We got Bears. He says 108.99 Sixers. Sixer Alex is 201.99. Kevin says 110.95. Don Boyle says 118.106. Ryan Rowe 122.105. Sixers Sam 116.110. Lou World 113.99. And Embiid with 39. Dom says Maxey with 35. Bears says Maxey with a 40 bomb tonight. Let's see. Who else we got? Don Boyle says, how Maxey did not get player of the week. It should not be a debate. He should have made the All-Star team as well over Tyler Hero. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, fifth finger injury. I don't know what's going on with Paul George. They said he didn't break it or tear anything. So why is he not playing with a pinky injury on his non-shooting hand? That is very strange to me. But then again, I don't know what the Sixers are going to do. And I will talk about it more as the night goes on. But a KJ Martin deal is currently in the works. We just don't know where yet. Tommy says 110.99 Sixers. JB 111.99 Sixers. Busy B 111.106. Ego says 114.91 Sixers. Lawrence says get them likes up. We got 230 people in the chat. Going to be a great one tonight. Do me a favor for the grind. Like the show. We've been covering this stuff all day long. And it's not going to stop. We got videos, live streams, and more. Like I said, we'll be live for the deadline on Thursday. So we got a lot to talk about, man. But as of right now, Joel Embiid is back. Sixers trying to get back in the dub column after 2 consecutive losses. And they will do it because RB is back. All right, man. Time to drop the beat. Drop the freaking beat. Let's go, man. It's about that time. Let's get this W, man. Let's get this W, man. Mavericks are crazy, by the way. They're crazy, by the way. Yo, I'm trying to wake up the neighbors, man. Let's go. Hit them thumbs up. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Sixers and Mavericks at the Wells Fargo. Sixers on a home trip right now. They've been at the Wells Fargo. I don't even know how many games, like 5, 6 now. But yeah, Sixers and Mavs both have won 2 out of their last 4. Sixers lost to the Nuggets, then they choked the 26-point lead the other night. But RB is back, so the wins will continue. And we'll see if and when the KJ trade gets announced officially. But it seems like multiple stars are on the radar tonight, and it's a wild buildup here to the NBA trade deadline. It says the Sixers are reviewing multiple trade options and have listed him out. So they don't want him to get hurt. Eric Gordon's out. They might be trading him. I'll tell you what, Sixers, please don't pull off a blockbuster trade during this game. I don't think they're going to do it. What do you guys think they're going to do, though? What do you guys think they're actually going to do? Like, would they actually trade Paul George? I don't know. It's going to get crazy, though, man. Once again, we got 250 people in the chat. We still don't have 100 likes. Somebody's got to get us there, man. Thank you for being a part of the show. Good to be back. Lot of big stuff coming this week. Couple reminders. If you want to become a channel member, hit the join button down below or the link in the chat. We got the Yabu emojis now intact. You ask, we answer. Check out the merch. Still got the promo codes up for a little bit longer on PhillyTakeWithRB.com. And once again, shout out to our great partners, man. National University, BetUS, and RocketMoney. We do this every game, pregame, live game, postgame. We cover this team from a unique angle, man. Every game live. We drop videos. Obviously, like I said, we're going to be live for the deadline on Thursday. But trades are coming, man. Trades are coming. And somebody in the chat talking about the Eagles. Yeah, we cover the Eagles on A to Z Philly. Got the Super Bowl this week. It is a crazy week, man. It's a crazy week. Sixers should be able to win this game. No Anthony Davis. Caleb Martin is not playing tonight. He's just going to switch teams tonight. He's going to go over to the other bench. Same thing with Quentin Grimes. But yeah, man, Justin Edwards, Ricky Council, Adem Bona, these guys are coming into their own. And like I said on the last post game before I left on the trip, Nick Nurse giving these young guys more opportunity is proving again to be a positive. They are looking better. They're looking more comfortable. They don't have to sit there and say, hey, if I have a bad game, I'm going to be benched. So they're playing really well, man. And I want to see that continue. But now with Joel Embiid coming back tonight, could it change up the dynamic of the offense? Is it going to change it up? So ladies and gentlemen, question for the chat. Are you happy or more frustrated about Embiid returning to the lineup? That's what I want to know. And it's a serious question because, again, we know that Embiid is an MVP level player. But with the way Maxi's been playing, with the way the young guys have been playing, are you actually happy or mad about Joel coming back? Andre Drummond out again with a toe injury. Kyle Lowry out with a hip injury. How did he get hurt? Eric Gordon out with a knee injury. Paul George out with a finger. It sounds like all guys that could be traded, to be honest. And Anthony Davis still out with the abdominal injury. It is the new look Mavericks against the Sixers. One quick note, if you didn't see my stream earlier today, I think the Dallas Mavericks are the dumbest organization in sports right now. You can't convince me that trading Luka Doncic, a generational talent, for a 32-year-old that's injury prone just for more defense is a smart move. Maybe that's why Daryl Morey swooped in and traded Caleb Martin for Quentin Grimes. But the Mavs GM is on borrowed time now. And if they don't win the chip this year, he might get fired, because that is like to trade a guy who's 25 and the Lakers look at it and they go, hey, now we can build around Luka the next 10 years, you know? So I just, the NBA is the craziest league in all of sports. And it's pretty crazy when you think about like everything that has happened over the last 5 years. You just never know. Like Durant or Giannis, whoever said it, they were like, hey, like anybody is not safe, you know? So who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens. But we got 100 likes. Drop them yes, sirs, in the chat. Let's go. Wake them up. Yes, sir. Woo. We are off in Dallas. Here's the drive to the rim. That's going to be number 0. Is that Dante Exum? Man, Mavericks are really thin right now, aren't they? Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Dante Exum, Kessler Edwards, and Daniel Gafford started for the Dallas Mavericks. Keep in mind, Derek Lively is also injured. I think he had like a broken hand or arm. I think that was like a couple weeks ago, a month ago. So, you know, Mavericks are down thin right now. For the Sixers tonight, it'll be Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre Jr., Justin Edwards, Gershon Yabusele, and Joel Embiid, who is finally back after missing a month. Here's Maxey off balance at 2. He missed it after the Mavs made their first shot. And here come the Dallas Mavericks up 2-0. Here's Dante Exum going to spin against Kelly Oubre Jr. Switches on to Edwards. Edwards has been showing a lot of promise for the Sixers. Here's Kyrie Irving. Irving going to cross through the legs, dribble, step back. Irving drives all the way, floats it up. It's short. Edwards couldn't pull in the rebound. I'll be watching Embiid's body language closely. Thompson a 3. That one is short. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Here come the 76ers. Maxey coming around a Yabu screen. Maxey going to dribble, drive, step back. Maxey switched onto the big. Here's Joel. Joel back to Maxey. Joel going to sit on the perimeter. Now the Mavs come to trap and a kick ball. So it'll be interesting to see how they move around. Sixers rocking the blue jerseys tonight. Mavs rocking the white. Definitely want to hear Kyrie's thoughts on the Luka trade, because I don't think he spoke yet. I know Luka had his opening presser today. He was stunned. He was shocked. Joel turns, fades, got it from the baseline. Good shot by Joel Embiid. First bucket back in a month. Here's Kyrie Irving guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Here's the float from Kyrie. Got it to drop. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We'll give some shout outs here in a second. Guys, wake up them damn neighbors, man. Hit them thumbs up. Here's Joel Embiid working against Edwards. He's going to find Maxey. Maxey thinks about a 3. Almost walked. Here's Embiid. Swings it. Oubre corner. Justin Edwards drives all the way. The reverse. Missed it. Looks like the Sixers are trying to make some more cap space as well, maybe to sign Yabusele this summer with the mid-level exception as Exum goes in for another bucket. Better not get torched by Dante Exum in this game, I'll tell you that. Here's Tyrese Maxey working against Kyrie. He's going to dump it off to Embiid. Embiid dribbles, drives, nice blow-by, goes up and lays it through, goes tumbling into the cameraman, but Joel Embiid with the first 4 points for Philly. Now the Mavs push it down the other end. Embiid's still trying to get down the floor. Here's Kyrie against Kelly Oubre. Oubre pokes it away. Irving picks it up. Very crafty ball handler. Here comes Kyrie. Euros, drives, finds Thompson. Thompson turns, spins, and then throws it away. Oubre the steal, going coast to coast, 1-on-2, and he's stuffed at the rim by Kessler Edwards. What a play defensively. Here come the Mavs. They run it down the floor. Exum dribbles in from the corner, floats it up. That one is short. Here come the Sixers. Edwards drives the lane, kicks it to a cutting Yabu. He goes up and got the continuation and one. Gershon Yabusele. Woo! Yes, sir. I see them Yabu emojis in the chat, man. We got the new Yabu emojis. I finally put it on for you guys, man. Let's go, members. 280 in the chat. Get those likes up. We're going to be here all night rocking, man. We'll keep our eyes on this potential trade as Yabusele going to knock down the N1 at 7-6. We'll get the other scoreboard up here in just a second. Be patient with me, folks. Also, I wanted to give a quick shout out to JJ, man. Thanks for holding it down for us as Exum drives the lane. He is fouled. Almost went into the leg of Embiid. But for anybody that tapped in the last two games, thank you to JJ for holding it down. I looked back. He did an excellent job covering for the last two games. So definitely subscribe to his channel, Play-by-Play with JJ. He does all Philly sports. He's a great guy, man. So definitely check him out. And thank you guys for supporting him as well while we were gone. First one going to be good for Exum at the line. So if you guys are just tapping in, man, hold on, let me get this scoreboard up. You guys are just tapping in a sequence of events today. Caleb Martin gets traded for Quentin Grimes and a second-round pick. Joel Embiid ruled in. And then you had, right before we got on here, KJ Martin is about to be traded. So it has been an eventful night, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Joel Embiid down the other end, pulls it up, got it, and one. One. Yes, sir. I need everybody dropping them ones in the chat, man. Ones in the chat for Joel Embiid. We are back, baby. Joel heard what I said pregame about him starting slow when he comes back from injury. He said, you know what? Screw you, RB. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to drop 50 tonight. Free throw is good for Joel Hans Embiid. It is 10-8 as we're about 4 minutes into this game. Once again, please do me a favor. Like the stream. Over 300 people in here right now. You guys are crushing it. Thompson a three. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Yabusele. And here come the 76ers. Let's see if Maxey can get going now. Finds Joel in the post. Joel going to turn, spin, gets doubled. Here's Maxey. Swings it up to Yabu. Now Edwards. Edwards steps into a triple. Can't get that to fall. Picked up by the Dallas Mavericks. Here come the Mavs. Exum going to drive the lane. Floats it up. Gafford tried to put it through. And it's going to be called a goaltend. I think. Maybe. Or no, sorry. They actually said he touched it above the cylinder. Said he touched it above the cylinder. There's Jason Kidd on the bench. By the way, I listened to the press conference. Maxey floats one in, finally on the board, 12-8, Sixers lead. But I listened to the press conference, and apparently the Mavs GM did not consult with Jason Kidd before trading the star player, which is just absolutely insane to me. Kyrie Irving going to drive down the lane, floats one up, he's fouled. Let me ask you guys this, since we weren't here the last couple games. What do you think about the Mavs trading Luka Doncic? Is there anybody out there who thinks that that was a good trade for the Mavericks? Because I've had people try to talk me into it on Twitter, and there's no way. There's no way I can come to that conclusion. The Mavs GM might have been playing poker with Rob Pelinka and might have had a few too many and said, you know what, we'll trade you Luka Doncic. And Rob Pelinka was probably like, huh? What? And then they traded him. I saw a video of Mavericks fans bringing a Luka Doncic casket to the arena. That's how mad they are. They're literally revolting against the franchise. And then today they trade 24-year-old Quentin Grimes, who's averaging 10 points a game this season, more than Caleb Martin, who's been healthier than Caleb Martin. And the only reason he's not playing tonight is because his physical is pending for the trade. So now they're saying, what are you doing? Like he said, defense wins championships, but he traded a generational talent that has given his all to the franchise. So just some really weird stuff going on. But anyway, Sixers lead it 12-9. Here's Joel Embiid, tried to throw it down low. Oubre wasn't ready. It's going to be a turnover. By the way, Kyrie went 1 for 2 at the line. Rick Bennett, member for 52 months. He says, welcome back. The Luka Doncic trade. What the F? Yeah, I agree, man. I still couldn't believe it. I'll tell you what happened. I was on vacation. For the people that asked, it was really good, very refreshing. Aruba was an amazing place. I would definitely recommend it. Definitely a good place to clear, your mental state a bit and just relax. Beautiful weather. It was great. Your boy got a tan, as you can maybe see or not see, but nonetheless, I was away from the hotel resort and I didn't have Wi-Fi because, I didn't want to pay for the Wi-Fi. I wanted to get away a little bit. And I come back the one night and I get like 1 million notifications at once, specifically on Discord. And somebody messaged me and they said, the process is over, RB. And I said, no way, man. Tell me Joel Embiid got traded while I was away from the damn Wi-Fi. And I look into it and Luka Doncic got traded. I'm like, this can't be real. So I go on Twitter, I just see people reacting to it. I'm like, no way. No way. And here's the last thing I'll say about the Luka trade as we're talking about it here. Another reason that the Mavs committed an absolute terrible process with this whole thing is because they didn't even float the idea to any other teams. To me, that sounds like fishy business. Now, I know the ratings are down this season and there's a bunch going on. So they get Luka Doncic to a big market like LA. Here's my thing, man. If I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I know they got a great, all NBA defender in Anthony Davis, but why would you not float the idea out? Just make it a rumor. They could have got 5 first-round picks and more for Luka Doncic. I'm telling you, Rudy Gobert got 5 first-round picks. You're telling me that they didn't even try to float the idea? They got Anthony Davis and 1 first-round pick. Like, to me, that is absolutely bonkers, man. I'm trying to explain to the people I'm with, like, how can you relate that to the Sixers? I didn't even know how to do it. I said, it's like waking up tomorrow and Tyrese Maxey gets traded for a first-round pick. And you're like, huh? What? It doesn't make sense. Like, I just can't come to the conclusion that that was a good trade. There's just no way I can do it. So, anyway. Rick Bennett, welcome in. Thank you for being a member for 52 months. That is incredible, man. Thank you so much. Banj, member for 1 month, says, yo, RB, welcome back. Thank you, man. Oh, yeah, and then the De'Aaron Fox trade happened the next day. I figured that would happen. I think the Chicago Bulls got shortchanged, as they did with the Caruso trade, but the Chicago Bulls are a bad franchise right now, and I kind of expected that. But I didn't expect a team that went to the finals to give up their superstar All-NBA player, so see what happens. Kyrie to the corner, 3-ball missed by Edwards, and it's picked up by Embiid. Then Embiid trips and falls to the floor. It's going to be a foul on Daniel Gafford. Guys, we got 350 people in the chat. Welcome in. RB is back. Sixers Game Day Live. We do this every game. Pregame, live game, postgame. Do me a huge solid, man, and like the stream. They're showing Anthony Davis right now. I guess he'll talk for the first time. Did he talk? I don't even know. I don't know if he talked before the game or Kyrie or anybody. I know Luka talked earlier today. Oubre going to lay it in 14-9. But as we said earlier, the Sixers have a lot of trade things to be on watch for. I know for the Mavs, Anthony Davis, Luka, LeBron, they all didn't expect it to happen. Kyrie throws an elbow to the face of Yabusele, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Nothing to debate there. Here it is. Trade Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Lakers. Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first to the Mavs. And, of course, Danny Ainge gets in on it. Jalen Hood-Schifino, and 2 25 second-round picks. That's crazy, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe it, man. Tyrese Maxey going to find Joel Embiid, and Embiid loses the rock. Here come the Dallas Mavericks driving the lane. Goes up, and another foul. That one is going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That was the newly acquired Max Christie. He had just had a good game, I believe, for the LA Lakers before he got traded. And Anthony Davis still out with the abdominal injury. Sixers would have had to see him tonight. First free throw missed by Max Christie. K.A. Blam, welcome to the Fire Take Nation. Welcome back, I should say. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. KA, thank you so much. He says, I want my emojis back. Let's go, man. Yeah, if you guys want the emojis, click the link in the chat, become a channel member, couple bucks a month. Helps support a creator like me who's putting this content out independently for you guys. So definitely support the show if you enjoy all of the coverage. Here's Maxey going to find Oubre. Sixers lead by 4. Oubre around a screen. Drives into the paint. Turns, goes up. Got it, the fall. Sixers lead by 6. Mavs have not scored in 4 minutes. Here's Kyrie, puts up the mid-range. And, of course, as soon as I say that, he goes ahead and scores. But yeah, man, Sixers have been playing a lot better the last 6 games, pretty much because of their youth. So I want to see how Nick Nurse gets these young guys incorporated now with Embiid back. Here is Joel Embiid. He drives to the paint, finds a cutting Oubre, goes up, missed it, turned, Oubre back to Yabusele. Here's Maxey off the move for 3, and that one's short. You notice Maxey's not really getting a lot of space to drive to the rim so far because of Embiid's presence. Dinwiddie in for the first time, finds Max Christie. There's Najee Marshall, who was signed in the offseason. He drives, goes under the lane, kicks it back. Here's a 3-ball, and that one is going to fall for Spencer Dinwiddie. Former Sixers killer Spencer Dinwiddie on the Brooklyn Nets. Maxey behind the back, Embiid, Yabusele. Here's Edwards, drives to the baseline, throws it, smacked out of bounds. Derek Lively out, Davis still out, so it's Daniel Gafford right now. All right, man, who do we got in the chat? Who do we got in the chat? We're halfway to 200 likes. Get us to 200, man. We got Sixers trivia coming up soon. Embiid coming out of the game now. 4:40 to go in the first. It's a 1-point game. Are you guys excited for the trade deadline? Busy Bee says the fact that the Jazz got into it is funny. It is pretty funny, to be honest. It is pretty funny. Are you guys going to be tapping in live with us on Thursday for the trade deadline? Ricky Council in the game for the first time. Good to see Nurse go to the young cat. Here's Maxey, spins, drives all the way up and in against Max Christie. It's 18-15. 4:25 to go here in the first. Kyrie up at the top. He's guarded by Oubre, now switched. Comes around a double ball screen. Irving, step back 3. Tried to draw the foul, didn't get it. Barking at the ref. Here's Maxey up the floor. He drives, takes contact, takes it out himself. 4:10 to go. Here's a 3 from Edwards and cashes it home. Justin Edwards for 3. The youth movement is here, man. The youth movement is here. Kyrie drives, lays it up, and a foul on the Sixers. They didn't like that call. But yeah, man, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. All right, question for the chat. What move do you think comes next? Obviously, we know that KJ Martin will be traded soon. But what move do you think is next? Here is an update from Kyle Neubeck again just now. As of this writing, it is unclear where exactly KJ Martin is headed, with a resolution on that front expected as soon as Wednesday morning. No, don't do this to me again. Philadelphia was in talks with multiple teams, and Martin's exclusion was the behest of a team that could either take on Martin or reroute him as part of a multi-team framework. Are you telling me that I'm going to have to stay up till 3 a.m. again tonight? I've been at this coverage all day. I love what I do, man. But this is not, and the Sixers play tomorrow. Like, I'm not trying to stay up till 4 a.m. for a KJ Martin trade. Oh, man. It's good. It might not even happen till overnight. You know the Sixers are going to trade him at 3 a.m. Maxey floats it up. Got it to fall. Sixers lead by 6. 3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Dinwiddie taps it out to Irving. Reggie Jackson in for the first time. No Kyle Lowry. He's out with an injury tonight. 3-ball from Christie. Gets it to fall. I'll tell you what, Max Christie is taking a huge leap up. That's why he was in that trade. Like Nico Harrison said, they're trying to upgrade on defense. Nice two-way guard. Maxey off a foot for 3. Got it to go. Big shot by Tyrese Maxey. And the Sixers lead it by 6. Kyrie Irving coming around a screen, now drives, guarded by Edwards. Here's Dinwiddie, taps it on over. Christie drives through the lane, goes up, missed it. tapped out. Here's Dinwiddie, another opportunity, and he cashes it in. And in for the first time is a backup center. I don't know who that is. Let's see, because all their centers are injured except Gafford. That is Kyler Kelly. 3-ball from the Sixers is short. Kyler Kelly, Oregon State, 27 years old. Kyler Kelly is in for the Dallas Mavericks. Marshall going to drive, and then he is fouled by Ricky Council. Oh, man, it's going to be a long night if I got to stay up till 3 in the morning with this. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm RB. This is Philly Take with RB. We cover the Sixers every single game. Sixers Game Day Live. If you guys have not yet, please do me a huge favor. Like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Completely free. Helps us push this content around. We cover every game live. We cover all the news and updates. We'll be live for the trade deadline. And if any other moves happen, we will be dropping a video immediately as soon as we can to break it down. But we'll see, man. We'll see. D Green says PG could actually be traded a pinky injury. That's what I'm starting to think, man. That's what I'm starting to think. Busy B says KJ drew interest from the Suns. I think something might go down with them. Well, the Suns, maybe this is a part of a Jimmy trade. Maybe it is, because the Miami Heat have to trade Jimmy Butler. And I talked on the stream earlier today about Jimmy Butler. And honestly, if I'm the Sixers and I have one chance to trade Paul George and get Jimmy Butler, I'm doing it. And it's not only because of Jimmy Butler. I don't think he's the best player in the world right now. I don't think he's that much better than Paul George. But you can get off the next 3 years of the Paul George contract if you trade for Jimmy Butler. And even if Jimmy Butler comes to the Sixers and doesn't want to play, because apparently Jimmy is like sitting in the top office right now saying, yeah, I don't want to play for that team or that team or that team. They've tried to trade him to the Warriors. They've tried to trade him to the Grizzlies. Jimmy said, don't trade me anywhere where I'm not going to get an extension. But Pat Riley's going, if I don't trade you, then what's the point? So he is going to be traded. And if they trade him to the Sixers and he doesn't want to play, then you know what? Fine. We'll keep playing the young guys. Then we'll get rid of your contract at the end of the year, and then we'll have cap space again. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that. Let me ask you guys in the chat right now. Would you trade Paul George to get Jimmy Butler back? Yes or no? Guys, we only have 150 likes right now. We need to get to 200, man. Like the show. Subscribe to the channel. Help us out. Welcome in to Sixers Game Day Live. Tyrese Maxey, 9 points, by the way. Joel Embiid looks pretty good so far. Embiid looks pretty good to start this game. I will say. Embiid does look pretty good. A lot of people are starting to... Hold on, I'm sorry. I just read another update. Kyle Newbeck says the Sixers want to keep Yabusele this summer, and there is a possibility that they might convert Justin Edwards to an NBA contract. Man, there's just so much to digest right now. I'll be honest with you guys. There's so much to digest, man. It's going to be a crazy 48 hours. Reggie Jackson going to find a Dembona, kicks to the corner. Council goes baseline, drives up and in with the left hand. Sixers lead it by 3. 2:08 to go here in the first. Like I said, I would take Jimmy over Pinky P right now, but I'd also take his contract expiring at the end of the year over the next 3 years of Paul George. Dinwiddie, a 3-ball, that's short. And the Sixers pick it up. By the way, this might be the only chance for the Sixers to actually get off Paul George's contract if they want to. Maxey to the lane. Wow, what a high arcing spin off the fingertips. Unbelievable finish by Tyrese Maxey. He is just absolutely locked in, man. This is the best stretch of Maxey's career. He looks incredible. Irving going to spin, fade, got it over Jackson. Little elbow there. They didn't call it, though. Yo, Maxey is dialed right now. Maxey is dialed. Here's another cross, drive, kick, Council open from the corner. Got it to go, man. How long have we said this season? Just play the youth, man. Play the youth. We've been saying it all year. Here's a three missed by the Mavs. It was Najee Marshall, but a foul on a Dembona. It's actually wild, man. The Sixers, all we did was scream to play the youth all season long. Honestly, it's what we've said the last 3 years on this channel. Play the young guys that you draft, man. Free throw's good for Kyler Kelly. Guys, can we get the 300 likes, man? Come on, I'm not asking a lot, man. I just want to push this show out to more viewers. Crazy stuff incoming for the NBA trade deadline. I'll tell you that. Here's Tyrese Maxey against Kyler Kelly. They're going to double him. Here's Reggie Jackson. Swings to the corner. Edwards for three. Got it again, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I am fully on the youth movement, man. Here's Kyrie Irving. Steps back from three. That one is short. Tap back to Dinwiddie. 30 seconds to go here in the first. Three ball is missed. Kelly, a third opportunity off the rebound. Here's Najee Marshall. He misses it. A fourth opportunity. Dinwiddie drives, kicks. Irving a three. Cashes it in. Can't give him 4 chances. And we got a foul. Somebody bumped Maxey. It was Max Christie. Ladies and gentlemen, the youth movement is officially here, man. The youth movement is here. These young guys are showing so much potential, man, now that they're getting this ample opportunity. Council, Edwards, Bona, and more, man. These guys look really good. You think about Maxey, McCain, and some of these young guys, man. Looks really promising. Here's Maxey, kicks it off to Jackson. Jackson going to dribble. Baseline, turn, fade at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. And that's how we'll end quarter number 1, 36-31. Ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts in the chat. How you feeling about this game so far? And it's about that time. About that time for Sixers trivia. If you get it correct, you're going to hear this sound. It's not about who gets it. It's about who gets it first and types it in the chat first correctly, and only your first answer will count. So it is time for trivia. Busy Bee one last time that we were here, and we are back. But before I tell you guys the trivia question, I got to let you know about our great partner of the show and our sponsor of tonight's trivia question, National University. Who is going to be our Sixer Scholar of the Night? National University is a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling programs. If you're someone out there trying to balance work, life, and school, all while keeping up with this NBA trade deadline madness, NU is perfect for you because they offer 4 and 8 week online courses while allowing you to start sooner and finish faster. They offer 150-degree programs, credentials, and certificates, and they understand that when you start or return to higher ed, you're not only a student, but a parent, caretaker, employee, and much more at the same time. NU gives you the support to balance your life. They are a veteran-founded university, and National University awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. So if you're interested in checking out their flexible curriculum and program offerings, click the link down in the description or the live chat right now to get more info today. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. All right, man. Question of the day. Let's see who's our Sixers scholar. This is going to be an interesting one. It pertains to the trade today. The question is, what is Quentin Grimes' career high in points? That one threw you for a loop, didn't it? What is Quentin Grimes' career high in points? The newly acquired Quentin Grimes. Only your first guess will count. You might not know it. I didn't know it. I had to look it up. But let's see who can guess it correctly. Quentin Grimes, who's been in the NBA since 2021. What is his career high in points? The new Sixers shooting guard. Might surprise you a little bit. Might surprise you. Give you guys a few seconds here. Once again, shout out to National University for sponsoring our trivia question tonight. Who is it going to be? Scoreboard not updating, my bad. Let's see if we can update this. We'll get the other one on, my bad. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let me pull it up on my phone, make sure I don't miss anybody. Get the other one up until then. Here's a 3-ball from Oubre to start the second quarter. That one is off. Here is Dante Exum working against Kelly Oubre. He is tripped and fouled. All right, man. The correct answer, Quentin Grimes, on April 5th, 2023, as a member of the New York Knicks, dropped a career high 36 points. Did anybody get it? Did anybody get it? 36 points for Quentin Grimes on April 5th, 2023 against the Indiana Pacers as Thompson puts one up short. And according to my calculations here, it looks like it looks like we got a couple people that got it as Embiid misses another shot. He's back in the game. But the first person to get it was Tommy Dotson. Tommy Dotson guessed it correctly. 36 points. Shout out to Tommy, man. Shout out to Tommy, man. Give him some love in the chat. I think that's his first trivia win of the year as Exum puts one in. Let's go, Tommy. Let's go, man. Congratulations, and thank you all for playing Sixers trivia today. Tommy Dotson coming through with the W, man. A couple people got it right. I was surprised. I didn't know Quentin Grimes had 36 points in a game before. There's Kelly Oubre in the corner. He's going to kick it up top. Joel Embiid for 3, and that one is short. Tell you what, though, man. Excuse me. Quentin Grimes showed a lot of flash early in his career as Gafford throws down an alley-oop. Jeff Doughton Jr. in for the first time. Yeah, a couple people got it right. Clint got it right. Venom got it right. But Tommy was just by the skin of his teeth the first one to drop it correctly. Whoever wins the most trivias will get a prize at the end of the season. We'll tally those up soon. We'll have an updated scoreboard for you. Ricky Council misses the 3. It's a 1-point game here in South Philly. Let me ask you guys this in the chat. I want your thoughts. Do you think Quentin Grimes is a better player than Caleb Martin? Yes or no? Here's Dante Exum up top, guarded by Jackson. Swings it over. Max Christie for 3, and he cashes it in. Max Christie, like I said, showing a lot of potential, man. A lot of potential. Are you happy with the Caleb Martin trade? Yes or no? Jackson drives downhill, stops on a dime, floats it up, got it to go. Because I said on the stream earlier today, we did an impromptu live stream when the trade happened. You know, I said I thought it was a win-win for both teams. I thought it was a win-win. Exum drives, lays it up. No contest from Embiid. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Are you tired, Joel? You tired, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. Here is Joel Embiid. He's going to find Reggie Jackson. Now Embiid. Embiid throws it to Oubre. And that one is going to be thrown out of bounds. All right, man. What do you guys think? Are you happy about the trade? I think the Mavs have to get more win now players because of their idiotic Luka Doncic trade. As Dante Exum turns it over, Oubre heaves it up the floor. It's stolen right back. So I think the Mavs needed to make a trade like that, and they still need to make more, obviously. But I think the Sixers are trying to get younger. They're trying to shed some salary. I do like Caleb Martin. I think he's a good playoff player, but, you know, he was hurt a lot. You know, he wasn't playing as well as he did before, so I understand it, I guess. Quentin Grimes having a good season. Council takes it the distance and misses the layup. There's Dante Exum wide open for three from the wing. Missed it. Joel, are you going to grab a rebound, Joe? Come on, man. You're getting on my nerves, Joe. I hate how he does this, man. Like, can somebody just grab a rebound, man? Gafford going to miss the layup, and then Oubre runs into Embiid, and they take it away, and the Mavs take it back. Oubre, another block. Mavs get it again. Yo, Embiid is standing still. Thompson for three and cashes it home. We need a timeout, man. We need a timeout. I can't take this, bro. This is really driving me insane. I'm actually really mad right now. Did anybody else just see what I saw? My man Joel literally just stood around and watched 4 rebounds back to back. I don't know if he's tired. I don't know if he's gassed, but that was a terrible possession by the Sixers. They start off with the Mavs going on a 12-2 run here in the second, and it's simply because they are hustling. Like I said, I'm at a point now where I just want to win no matter what happens. I love Joel Embiid, but you can't be doing stuff like that, man. You've been out for a month, and you come back and you watch 4 consecutive offensive rebounds. Are you kidding me? And then Oubre runs into him like we're at the circus, and they give it back. And Joel's like putting his hand up at Oubre, like, "Yo, that's your fault." Which, yeah, it was his fault, but still, you gotta contest one. Come on, man. Anyway, we got almost 400 people in here. Do me a favor, man. Please like the show. We need 5 more likes to get to 200. We're trying to get to 300. That'll help push our show out to new viewers. We are also on KJ Martin trade watch right now. KJ Martin is going to be traded. We just don't know where yet. But a lot of trade rumors going. I don't know. I did not like the effort on that play. I said this in the pregame though. I said, I want to see how the team plays around Joel, you know, because the young guys have been playing up tempo. They're crashing the glass. They're playing quick and speedy. And now you bring back Joel, who's an MVP level player, but you put him in a system where it's not really it's not the mesh of what has been working recently, you know? So that's where I'm at. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you guys before, but a lot going on in this game. So who do you like the trade? Who won the trade? Sixers or Mavs? Drop it in the chat right now. Who won the trade earlier today? I think both teams did what made sense for them. But I'm going to say the Sixers won the trade because they also got a 2nd round pick back, their own 2nd rounder. So I'm going to say that the Sixers won the trade because they got a guy who's playing better this season, who's been healthier, who's 24 years old, who can be a part of a potential retool as we move forward. Nice 3-and-D player, I guess. I mean, adequate defender, but has room to improve. But really just a sniper who is only 24, and they got their 2nd round pick. So I'm going to say the Sixers won the trade slightly, but what do you guys think? Screaming says they traded Caleb Martin. Yeah, they traded him to the Mavs, funny enough, for Quentin Grimes and a 2nd round pick earlier today. Jeff Doughton misses a 3. Like I said, guys, be sure to turn on notifications. We went live impromptu earlier today to cover that, so definitely turn on those noties. If anything else happens, we'll cover it. Ego says, I feel like we both won, both got what we wanted. Dan says Embiid just doesn't want to play for us. If he's traded, he's probably going to be a beast. Where is Quentin Grimes tonight? Says Lashando. Quentin Grimes is not playing yet. They're trying to finalize the trade with physicals and stuff, so that's why he's not playing tonight, but I'm guessing they will have it done by tomorrow. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie coming around his screen, puts up the floater, and that one is no good. Rebounded by Justin Edwards. Big time rebound there, man. Joel at the top. It's Downton, Maxey, Embiid, Edwards, and Oubre. Here's Joel up top, runs a two-man game. Maxey trying to get some space, steps back for three. That one is short. Kyrie going to spin. Now he's going to dribble, drive all the way to the rim, up, and got it to tumble in. Nice play by Kyrie Irving. 7-point lead now for the Mavericks. Sixers ice cold here in the second. Embiid up top. He's going to think three. Now jab, now drive. Embiid falls to the floor, and they call a foul on Dinwiddie. D. Fry says the players are close, but Grimes plays more and a second. Clint says the pick wins it for the Sixers. Grimes is a dog, says Chris Smart. I know that early on, the New York Knicks loved Quentin Grimes. He was a late first-round pick, and then he kind of fell out of the rotation. I think it was in 23, and I don't know why. I don't know why he fell out of the rotation, but then he was traded last year to the Pistons. Then he got injured a bunch of times, and then he got traded to the Mavs. So I'm trying to remember what trade he was into the Mavericks. I'm trying to remember who they traded to the Pistons. Oh, that was, what's his name? Hardaway, right? Yeah, Tim Hardaway was in that trade. So they traded him to get Quentin Grimes. And then who was in the trade? I think it was Alec Burks, right? Back to the Knicks. And they traded Quentin Grimes. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Second one is off. 6-point lead for the Mavericks. Oh, we got 200 likes, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Kyrie Irving against Tyrese Maxey. Edwards showing trap at the top. They're trying to take Irving off his game. He's a dribble maestro. Here's a wide open three in the corner. That one is no good. Picked up by Tyrese Maxey, and here come the Dallas Mavericks. Maxey hit, and he falls to the ground. That is going to be a foul on number 8, Olivier Maxence Prosper. Olivier Maxence Prosper out of Montreal, went to Marquette, 22 years old. We got 200 likes in the chat, man. Drop them yes, sirs. We're about to hit that horn real loud real quick. Kelly Oubre coming around his screen, kicks it back. Joel Embiid. Jabs, thinking. Now a three. Embiid got it to go. Finally. Yeah, that is a good point. The Sixers are getting out-rebounded by a team without Anthony Davis and Derek Lively. I mean, that's absolutely inexcusable, man. That's inexcusable. Gafford floats one up, got it again. I mean, I'm actually going to tweet that out. There's Maxey going to find Joel. We got to get some of these young guys involved, man. Embiid puts it up, got it to go. Nice shot by Joel. There's a floater from Najee Marshall. He's going to get it to fall. And one opportunity. Yeah, the Sixers, that kind of slipped my mind again. Like, the Sixers should not be getting out rebounded like this with the Mavs being down their two best centers. So it's insane, man. Knicks got Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic for Grimes. There you go. There you go. All right, I'm going to keep asking you guys questions here in the chat. Next question. Do you think... Actually, no, let me rephrase that. As Maxey drives in, scoops it in. Nice drive by Maxey. That's what I want to see. Give him the space to get to the cup. 3-ball from Kyrie on the other end, and he drills it. Sixers slow to get back. Here's my question. If you are the Sixers, do you do whatever it takes to re-sign Gershon Yabusele this upcoming offseason? Yabu turns, spins, puts it up, got it to fall. Because it seems like the Sixers are very happy with him. The guy has been an excellent role player, and it seems like a guy you don't want to lose. Now, you might have to pay him even more than the mid-level. You might have to pay him $15 million. Would you do whatever it takes to bring him back? Do you think he's that worth it? As he throws a turnover right into the hands of Dinwiddie, 3-on-2, Gafford the drive and the lay, and the Sixers have gotten very sloppy here in the second quarter. Is there a limit that you would go for Gershon Yabusele? Maxey going to dribble, drive, floats it up, hit, and one. Gafford with the smack. It's an and one. Let's go, man. Yes, sir. Woo! Drop them yes, sirs, baby. Time to wake them up. Yes, sir. Woo! Let's go, man.
He's on fire.
Let's go. Wake them up. The neighbors have missed me the last couple of games. We got 450 people rocking with us live, man. Do me a favor. Like the show. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 41.3K tonight. We need 20 more subscribers to do it. Thank you all for being a part of the show. Presented by National University and is always powered by BetUS. Joel Embiid's first game back. Here's Kyrie Irving, drives the lane, lost it, got it back, and then they're going to call a foul on Yabusele. Didn't even look like he hit him at all. Didn't look like he hit him at all. Jeez, man. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff going on here, man. All right, another question for the chat. I know I'm hitting you guys rapid fire, but if you are a person who watches every show and you're always here rocking with us and you've been here for a long time, drop OG in the chat. If you are just returning and you're a casual viewer, you tap in some games you don't, drop return. And if you are new, if this is your first show that you are watching with us right now, drop new in the chat and we can shout you guys out. I want to give a shout out to some of the members that support the channel at all times. Ego, Clint in here, Marsha, Sean J, Busy B, Don Boyle dropping the emojis. Thank you guys for being channel members. I very much appreciate that. Here's Kelly Oubre for a 3. That one's off the mark. Maybe Kelly could get traded. Who knows? Kelly's got a player option next year. He's on a valuable deal. That one's going to go out of bounds and looks like a timeout on the floor. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, who's in here rocking with us, man, all the time? 440 people. Guys, get this to 400 likes, man. We're here for the grind. We went live earlier today at 1 p.m. We were live for an hour breaking down the Caleb Martin trade. Then I did some Eagles coverage on my Eagles channel. And here we are. Here we are. First game of a back-to-back. Miami Heat coming to town tomorrow night. Actually, is that home or away? Is the home trip done tonight or tomorrow? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's a home, right? Yeah, home game tomorrow. Home game tomorrow. And then the Sixers go away on Friday against the Pistons. And then they play. I don't know why the Sixers are playing on Super Bowl Sunday at 2 p.m. That's insane. But we'll be live for that as well before the big day. All right, let's see who we got in here, man. We got Shoe Game OG, Marsha McCollum OG, Tika OG. What's up, Tika? Daniel Buggin return, Andrew OG, BLSG OG, AG dropping the yes sirs, Rick Bennett OG, Banj OG, Nick says OF. Yo, you got to chill, Nick. You got to chill, man. This is a PG channel, man. This is a family-friendly show. We got to chill with the OF. You know what I mean? Unless you're trying to get the wrong idea out here. Come on, Nick. Sean J OG. Josh OG, Lawrence OG. We got a triple OG from Lamont, Roosevelt OG. Jane returning in the chat. Thanks for being a channel member. Josh says OG Ananobi. Clint returning, working on OG status. Let's see. Hash says, can we please make this a 2-point game before half? Come on, Sixers. We got Jay in the chat, says RB, welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, it was very, very nice relaxation. Definitely would go back. Big stuff. I'll tell you what, guys. While I was in the resort in Aruba, I think the total time I was there, I got about 15 go birds. There's so many Philly fans there, just on vacation and chilling. I actually talked to a New York Giants fan as well. Put him onto my show because I had an Eagles shirt on. We were talking about Saquon. He said he was really excited for him. And And then I was like, hey, well, at least you're not the Dallas Cowboys. And his father was standing right next to him. And he was like, well, actually, my dad is a Cowboys fan. So I was like, oh, that's kind of awkward. But nonetheless, pumping my chest out a little bit. People in the airport are looking at me like, go Birds. I'm like, man, Philly fans travel everywhere. Hopefully one day we could get the Sixers fan base to be like that. I know we're international as well. But just the camaraderie between Eagle fans everywhere was just really nice to see. Here's Joel Embiid going to find Yabusele up at the top. Embiid, Embiid playing hot potato. Embiid finds Edwards wide open for 3. That one is short. Sixers couldn't grab the board. And now Kyrie fouled yet again by Tyrese Maxey. Ego says, are you still streaming on Super Bowl Sunday? Yeah, so guess we'll be live for the Sixers game, and then right after that, I will be watching the bowl, and then live post-game on A to Z Philly, as well as a post-game video over on A to Z. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be that focused on the Sixers game Sunday. I'm going to be, tensing up with my nerves for the big game. Do you guys think the Eagles are going to win? I know it's not an Eagles show tonight, but do you think the Eagles are going to win? Yes or no? Edwards misses the 3, Embiid puts it back in, and it is now a 2-point game, 55-53. Looks like our other scoreboard's still not working, which is weird. 55-53. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And another foul on the floor. Who's that on? It's going to be on Justin Edwards, I think. Tika says we're going to have an 8-hour trade watch for the PG trade full circle. Nah, I can't do 8 hours tonight. I might actually die because, like I said, I've been up early just working on a bunch of stuff. And I already know they're going to keep me up till like 3 a.m. tonight with the KJ trade. I'm not ready for it, but I know they're going to do it. 1988 Eagles fan OG. What's up, bro? Joseph Perone OG. Thank you, man. Remo says I was in Aruba in November. Great times. Also saw a bunch of Birds fans. There was a lot, man. There's a lot, I'll tell you that. Great place, though, man. Definitely would go back. Ego says Josh Harris still has yet to put out a congrats Eagles tweet. Here's a free throw from Spencer Dinwiddie. He's going to knock it down. Jeff Lurie kind of dispelled the rumors yesterday about the Boston Celtics, which I was very happy to see. If Jeff Lurie buys the Celtics, I don't think the Sixers will ever win again. Here's Joel Embiid going to turn, spin in the post, puts it up, missed the layup, got it back, goes up, missed it again, and this time he's fouled. Joel Embiid going to the line for 2. Big win by the Eagles. Yes, they will. Eagles winning this year. Team Serious, thank you for subscribing. Nick says they better win. Jay says, I'm tired of seeing Kansas City win. I need them to win. Ego says Eagles by 10 plus won't be close. Sean J says Eagles. Riaz in the chat. What's up, Riaz? Joel going to knock down the first. Shoe Game says PJ Tucker traded to the Jazz. I did forget about that. The Jazz took him on. They're going to, I guess, trade him again or waive him. They also waived Mo Bamba after they traded for him. So, yeah, it's been a interesting trade deadline so far, man. It's been very interesting. Donovan Mitchell just posterized Kristaps Porzingis. Just saw the video of that. Guys, 430 people in the chat. Can we get the 300 likes, man? Come on. Come on, guys. RB's back. The vibes are flowing. We're keeping it going. Let's get it rocking, baby. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got you covered all night long. I'm going to be up drinking 8 cups of coffee trying to wait for a KJ Martin trade because I'm an absolute psycho. Yeah, PJ Tucker's in the league. He hasn't played in a year and a half. He refuses to play for the Clippers, and he's been sitting on the couch getting paid for a year and a half, and they traded him to the Jazz. He's not going to play there. Like I said before, the player entitlement, as the free throws are good at the line, 2 for 2. 3 ball from Christie. He nails it again. Max Christie, really good player. But yeah, the player entitlement has gotten insane where these guys are on contracts and they say, I'm not going to play for this team, so I'm just going to go home and sit until you guys trade me to where I want to go. It's pretty wild when you think about it. Yabusele finds Council. One bouncer. Embiid is triple teamed. Embiid trying to fight through. He does and lays it through. Big bucket by Joel Embiid. Spencer Dinwiddie going to kick it out. Here's Najee Marshall, floats one up, got it to go 61-58. But yeah, the fact that guys like Jimmy Butler are like not going to go to a place and play unless they give him a 4-year max is wild. And the NBA keeps letting it happen. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. 3-point game here, 45 seconds to go. Yabusele up top. He's going to find Joel Embiid. Joel turning against 2. Now he's going to find Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. 4, 3. One-handed deep bomb from Jackson. That comes up way short. Here come the Dallas Mavericks. Irving going to dump it off. Here's Najee Marshall again. Offseason pickup for the Mavs, and he's fouled by Ricky Council. All right. Last question I have here in the first half. A little bit of a fun one for you guys, okay? Predict right now for the next 48 hours, who do you think is going to be the next biggest trade? Like, which player do you think is going to be the next big trade to happen? Or maybe there will be none. If so, say there will be none. But will it be, Kevin Durant? Will it be Jimmy Butler? Will it be... I don't know. Knowing the Luka stuff, anything could come out of the woodworks. Could it be Paul George? I don't know. What do you guys think, man? What do you think the next big trade is going to be? Free throws good. 5-point lead for the Mavs, 63-58. If I had to take an educated guess, I'd probably say Jimmy Butler, but I don't know. Here's Reggie Jackson up top. 1 second, separating game and shot clock. We have another foul. Sixers are in the bonus, so they're going to the line. That's going to be on Prosper. Fouls Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid has looked pretty good tonight. Joel Embiid's moving well, looking good. Joel's going to miss the second free throw, and that's going to get stuck in the rim in the backboard. I don't know if I've seen that on a rebound or on a free throw, but definitely interesting. 453 people in the chat. Sixers Game Day Live. Welcome in. Presented by National University. Powered by BetUS. Welcome in. Let's go, man. Get active in the chat. Like the stream. We're halfway to 300. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's do it. We're still keeping our eyes on the KJ watch. Joel grabbed his lower back there. They're going to have to tip it up again. How do you wedgie a rebound? That's what I'm saying. I've never seen that on like a free throw rebound. That was pretty weird. Shout out to all the channel members in the chat tonight, man. If you guys want to become a member, hit that link pinned in the chat, man. Shout out to all the great supporters. Embiid with 18, Maxey with 16. The refs are going to go to the scores table here. I don't know what's going on. You guys are just tuning in. KJ Martin is going to be traded, but we're just waiting to see when and where. Caleb Martin was traded earlier today and more to come, so... Oh, man. All right, here's the tip-off. Maxey going to pick it up. 6 seconds to play. Maxey brings it down, and he lost the ball. 3, 2, 1. The layup. Got it at the buzzer. It's going to count. That's going to count. Maxey lost it and started complaining. I didn't like that. Did not like that. So the Sixers going to give up another bucket there at the end of the half. It is going to be 65-58 as we get into halftime. And definitely an interesting game so far. Definitely some sequences in this game. Joel's back. He looks good. Maxey looks pretty good. But outside of those two, the rest of the young guys are not really playing with the same intensity. And I'll talk about why I think that is. But the new look Mavericks against the Sixers, down a ton of players again. And that's where we stand. So welcome in to the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. Halftime live. We take it to half, and the Sixers trail the Mavericks 65-58. Be sure to like the show, subscribe to the channel, get us to 300 likes. We will be on trade watch here, but we got to talk about this game a little bit. So I need you guys right now in the chat to drop one word to describe this game. One word in the chat to describe this game right now. If you had to sum up this chaotic day, this chaotic game in one word, what would it be? What would it be? Drop one word in the chat. All right, man. I'm going to give you my word. And before I do that, I have to let you guys know again about BetUS. Ladies and gentlemen, right now you can go to betus.com, use the code YouTube150, get a 150% deposit match bonus. Mods, be sure to throw them links in the chat, man. YouTube150, go to betus.com. They were a 2-point favorite as we began this one. They've lost 2 in a row, but you're going up against the Mavs without Anthony Davis. You're going up against the Mavs without Derek Lively. New look Mavs trying to gain chemistry. Sixers should be able to get this done with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, but the rest of the crew has to step up. And if you think they can get it done, go to betus.com right now and use the code YouTube150 to get a 150% deposit match bonus. Not only do they have you covered with the 76ers game tonight, they got the NFL odds, the Super Bowl coming up, and also an odd that they sent me earlier today. They have an odd on whether Paul George will be traded or not. So you can bet on whether PG is going to get traded, what his next team could be. There's a bunch of crazy odds. Go check them out over on betus.com. Appreciate them always partnering on the show. One word to describe this game. It's hard for me to come up with one because I think about all of the factors going into today as a whole. But you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say 2 words. I'm going to say 1, abnormal, and 2, uncomfortable. Abnormal because the Sixers and their young pieces and their role players that have started to get into a rhythm are not normal, or at least not used to this normal offensive playing with Joel Embiid, right? The Yabus but Justin Edwards, Ricky Council, and some of these other guys, they're not used to playing around Joel Embiid. They're not used to that dynamic, right? They've been moving up the floor a million miles an hour and playing quick transition and, catch and shoot. Now it's a lot different. So they're not used to this, right? And that brings me to my other word, which is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for them because, again, they're kind of playing, I'm not going to say timid, but more of conservative, hey, if I don't make this shot, Joel might throw his arms up at me or Maxey or whatever. Whereas before they didn't have a lot of expectation. So they were just playing quick, letting it fly, seeing what happened. And now I feel like, again, which is what I talked about in the pregame, is that Joel does slow the game down a lot. And the rest of these guys just don't look comfortable playing that style of basketball. So that's kind of where I'm at. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? The other thing I want to point out before we get into our full breakdown here is that the 76ers should not be getting out rebounded 25-16 by a team that is down Anthony Davis and Derek Lively. They got Daniel Gafford, Kyler Kelly, and some of these other dudes playing that are just filling time. and the Sixers can't even grab a rebound. So I think that's inexcusable. And part of it is Joel Embiid, especially in that second quarter, that early stretch, that play that keeps playing over and over in my mind where he let 4 offensive rebounds go consecutively. That just can't happen. That can't happen. So anyway, give me your word in the chat, and then we'll get into a little bit more about this game. Let's see. We got one word in the chat. I need my vocab wizards out here, man. I need my vocab wizards. Let's see. Banj with a great word. Sanctimonious. Banj might win the night. He might win the night. He might be our vocab wizard of the night, man. Andrew says ugly. Sean J says lethargic. Screaming Jerry says trash. Riaz says disjointed. That's a great word. That is a good one. Hurston says missed opportunities. Matthew says tanking. Dom says inadequate. Existential. Lackluster. Embiid merchant. Underwhelming. Depression. You guys are coming with the good words tonight, man. Great words in the chat tonight. Vulnerable, says Dom. Agonizing, says Clint. Gene says pedestrian. Chris says grimy. I don't know if that's a play on Quentin Grimes, but good job there. Handle says defer. Are you saying defense or defer? Let's see. Is PG on the bench? I didn't see him tonight, but he probably is. Prosthetic P, momentum, lazy, discombobulated, aberrant, frightening. So a lot of people showing some concerns in the night for the Sixers. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got 400 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the show. Get us up to 41.3K. We need 18 more subs. Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, a 34 bomb combined in the first half out of 58. But Justin Edwards struggling to do much in this game, not moving well. Yabusele's got 7, 4, and 2, but, don't feel like he's been his normal self either. Oubre's been struggling tonight. Bona's only played 3 minutes. Jackson played 10, which is insane. And Ricky Council, 5 points in 11 minutes. So, where are the Sixers going wrong tonight? I think they're not getting back in transition. I think the rebounds have been crucial to burning them. Irving, 17 points. They're trying to throw different looks at Kyrie. Not the best defensive night so far from Maxey. And you got Najee Marshall with 11. You have Dante Exum. Let's go. Exum had an early 10. Max Christie, the newly acquired guard from the Lakers off the bench, has 10. I just think the Mavs are being more physical. A couple other points. I think Tyrese Maxey doesn't have his full ability to play the way he wants. He's not being able to drive to the rim that much. He looks a little bit tight, sitting there waiting for Embiid. It's kind of like a your turn, my turn type of thing, which I'm not really a fan of. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Can the Sixers come back and win this game? Do you think they can win this game? Ladies and gentlemen, we got 380 people. Get this to 300 likes. I know we can do it. I know we got a bunch of shadow watchers out there, but get active in the chat, man. Drop those thoughts in the chat. We are still awaiting a KJ Martin trade. It's going to happen. We don't know what time it's going to happen. Kind of hope it doesn't happen during the game, but maybe right after. But if it does happen, we will live react to it. So, a lot to come here for the Sixers. We'll see what direction they are going in. That's kind of where we're at, man. That's kind of where we're at. What do you guys think? $5 super chat, Brian Pumper. What's up, Brian? He says, Embiid comes back and we are unwatchable again. Shaking my head. Low effort, no urgency. I mean, we are watching Joel Valanciunas at this point. Empty calories. Okay, so Brian Pumper, obviously not, thrilled with Joel and his effort. I do think it kind of takes a toll on the team. With how they're playing. Is it just me? Hold on, let me look at some real quick. I'm trying to get some updates here. But yeah, so I think it's like a, best way I can describe it is I think it's going to be like an ongoing debate about whether the Sixers play better or not with Joel. Because again, he brings a lot to the floor. He's having a great game tonight individually, but does that hurt the dynamic of the team? You know, with wanting to play up tempo, play quick, move the ball a lot. It's just not going to happen with Joel on the floor. So what do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Would you rather play with or without Embiid with the style that he plays? What do you guys think? Brian in the chat says, dude, we are built to play fast. Embiid is killing us. You know, maybe that's right. Maybe that is the correct take. You know, we've noticed that a lot over the last handful of games. And I do think the Sixers are just playing a different style of basketball. That's why Edwards and Council, they don't have the free roam that they do when Embiid was out. So that's kind of how I feel as well. I think it's a valid point. Chris says, I love Embiid, but I'm convinced now he has to go. Matthew says, if I'm LA, I grab Nikolai Vucevic. They win the finals easily. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I think LA's built for the future now, building around Luka, but they're not going to win the finals probably this year. Unless they make a big blockbuster move again. D says, when Embiid plays, the team morale, continuity, ball movement, pace, and effort diminishes. Rich says, without. Ryan says, get rid of Joel. Play Embiid only in certain games. Can't do that. That'll screw up chemistry. Paint is so clogged with Embiid. That's another valid take from Brian. I think he's right. I think Maxey doesn't have the free roam to play the way he does. He does have 16 points, but I just feel like he's not. I don't want to make it sound like I'm downplaying Maxey, but I don't feel like he's playing like free reign Maxey tonight. Does that make sense? Dom says without, but when you need a takeover, Embiid is highly capable. Yeah, it's a good point. Good point. Only if Nico Harrison and Morey were friends, they would have asked for Joel. That's actually a really good point. I didn't even think about that. They could have got a lot more than they did for Luka. You shouldn't have to obligate a player in a home where money subsides. Fixes in Vegas Mavs. Joel's too slow, says Julius. Even Curry can't save this team. All right, man. Well, I'm going to go refill the water up, and then we'll get ready for the second half. Once again, I will ask you guys one more time, please like the show. It helps us push this content around to new viewers, and I would very much appreciate, to try to get this content out. We've been covering this team for a while now. We do this every single game, but we also do things like we did earlier today, where we go live randomly on a Tuesday afternoon when the Sixers decide to trade Caleb Martin. So, yeah, man, we'll be breaking it all down. They might keep us up all night tonight with a KJ Martin trade, but whatever happens, we will give you the news, the coverage as quick as we can, and we'll continue to break it down. So, my final question in the chat, will the Sixers win this game? Will the Sixers win this game? Yes or no? Yes or no, will the Sixers win this basketball game? Guys, go to PhillyTakeWithRB.com. If you want to check out the new merch, check out the new site, go check that out. And we will be right back here in just a few moments. Drop that in the chat. All right, man, we'll be right back, and we'll get ready for half number 2. All right, y'all, we are back. Sorry we missed the first minute of the second half. Didn't expect them to come back that quick. Now we got to travel, so to 67-62. Let's see what happened here. My bad, y'all. My bad. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like the show. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it going. Yabusele down low. Floats it up and in. 3-point game. 67-64. Let's put on our other scoreboard. Guys, please do not put fake trades in the chat. You will get booted if you're doing that. We don't need that, so please don't do that. 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 69-64. Embiid puts it up. That one is missed. Here come the Mavs. Quick pace. Exum down the other end. Lays it up and in. So it is 71-64. It was 65-59 at halftime. Here is the three from Yabu. That one is missed. Mavericks with the rock. They are controlling this game. Kyrie drives, swings it out to the corner. There's a hard layup from, I think that was Edwards, and he missed it against Embiid. Maxey going to dribble, drive, float it up, and he is fouled. So it was 65-58 at halftime. 7-point lead. We missed a little bit of the second half here. Sorry about that. But we are back in action. All right, who's in the chat, man? Who's in the chat? Members, let me see you in here, man. Where's my mods at too, man? Are the mods sleeping? Are they done? Have they left us? Where's the mods at, man? Drop those links in the chat. Keep the chat going. Keep us clean in here, man. Maxey at the line for two. And he is going to knock down a pair. Here is Kyrie Irving. He's going to drive, spin to his left. Irving from the baseline got it to go. Mavs up by 7 again. Were you guys surprised? Were you surprised about Caleb Martin getting traded? I didn't really think he would, honestly. Or at least I didn't think he'd be the first guy to go, but who knows? Here's Joel Embiid going to turn in the paint, drive, go up, and lays it in 73-68. We got Ego and Dom in the chat. Yo, what's up, guys? Sure to drop them links, man. Support us. Here's Klay Thompson, finds a cutting Gafford against Embiid, goes up, missed it. Embiid just got elbowed in the face, and Embiid is down again. I repeat, Joel Embiid is down again. Got to call timeout, man. Timeout, Sixers. Joel Embiid is down, holding his face again. This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster, man. This guy might be the most unlucky player in the entire world. Elbowed in the face. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this once and for all. If Joel Embiid, I mean, it looks like he's okay. But if Joel Embiid was, let's just say he was out or something. If he was out, or like say if he goes out in this game, it is time for Joel to retire if he gets injured again in his first game back. If he gets out, if he gets injured again, then I mean, you just gotta do something. Like, if he gets hurt again, I mean, my gosh, man. So we just got an update from Adam Aronson. Wait, hold on. Adam Aronson just said here on Twitter that as of right now, it does not seem like the Sixers will receive a player in return from KJ Martin. So that means it would be a salary dump of $8 million, which would mean the Sixers are essentially selling off like I thought they would and punting away the season and just trying to get more flexibility. But we'll see if that changes. Also, Mark Stein just said there is a growing belief league-wide that Kevin Durant actually could be traded this week. Nothing has changed in Houston regarding its posture on a major in-season change. The Rockets want to give their young team a playoff shot. So again, a lot of these young teams are starting to not even want these older superstars. They just want to build with the young core. So that's kind of where we're at with that. $5 super chat from Brian Pumper. Brian, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. He says, the guy's lack of effort gets himself hurt every time. I don't feel sorry for him. Those type of injuries are his fault. I mean, the one that just happened wasn't his fault. He takes an inadvertent elbow to the face, but, you know, I mean, couldn't really do anything about that. Gafford just swinging the arm around, but I think he might be the unluckiest player in NBA history. I mean, at some point, all right, Embiid's staying in. He's staying in the game, which is a positive. Embiid drives, lays it down to Yabu, up and got it to go under the rim. 3-point game for the Sixers. You know Joel's probably going to tire out at some point. They said he's only going to play around 30 minutes, and he's already played 25. Here's Dante Exum, drives the lane, goes up with the left. It is really strange how, like, just how different everybody plays with Joel on the floor. Joel going to dump it up to Maxey up top. Maxey guarded by Max Christie. Actually, sorry, that's Kessler Edwards. Step back three from Maxey. Can't get it to drop. Yeah, I don't like how Maxey's playing right now. Just talking about the style he's playing tonight. Edwards kicks it out. Klay Thompson spot up three. Can't get that to fall. Embiid the rebound. It's a 5-point game. And now the Sixers turn it over yet again. Klay Thompson drives the lane. Embiid doesn't hustle back. A foul on Yabusele. And this is turning into another disaster. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you guys something. Let me ask you this. Am I crazy to feel that... Let me see the best way I can word this. Sorry, my brain is going like 1,000,000 miles an hour right now, like in so many areas. And like I said, we've been at it all day. But let me ask you guys this. Is it crazy to think that the Sixers might actually play better without Joel Embiid? Again, Joel's an MVP level player. He's an amazing talent. But I'm just talking about the way that they play. The way that they play. Justin Edwards spots up for three, cashes it in again. Cashes it in. Justin Edwards, man. What a player. What a player, man. Shout out to Justin Edwards. Here's Kyrie Irving, gets double teamed, one bouncer. Christie over to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie back to Klay, up to Max Christie. They leave him wide open. Here's a three ball, and he answers right back. Dude. Come on, man. This guy, Max Christie, is cooking right now. He's like, yeah, you guys wanted to trade me? All right, I'll show you who I am. Here's a three from Joel. That one's off the back iron. Very, very slow basketball. Very slow basketball. Irving down the other end, lays it up, missed it. Oubre the rebound. Here come the Sixers. Oubre going to dribble in, turn, spin, kicks it out. Edwards at the wing. Here's Joel, finds Maxey wide open for three. Missed it again. Yabu taps it out to Joel. Joel drives, and he gets the foul on Kyrie. Ego says they definitely play harder. Brian says, no, it's not crazy. D says, depends on the matchup. I don't know, man. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild if you think about it. Pretty wild if you think about it. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure no trades go down. So I want to know. Just, you know, if anything happens. I want to know if anything goes down ASAP. Suns did downgrade Kevin Durant to doubtful for their game tomorrow, which I do find very interesting. Joel Embiid going to find Maxey. Maxey, Edwards, Yabusele. Yabu, 5 on the shot clock. Yabu trying to post up Kyrie. Turns, spins, 3-ball. Edwards missed it. Embiid, the rebound, floats it up. Missed it again. Yabu can't corral it. They're going to call it Sixers ball. 14 on the shot clock. 440 in the chat. 297 on the likes. Can we get 3 more? Who is going to be number 300, man? Sixers Game Day Live presented by National University. Check out their links down below. As always, we're powered by BetUS. 81-73. Joel's going to come off the floor now. Adem Bona will enter back in. He has only played 3 minutes in this game. And here comes number 8, Olivier Maxence Prosper for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's the inbound. Oubre finds a cutting Yabu, and immediately Yabu gonna slam it down. He finds the back door. Nice pass by Kelly Oubre. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie up top. Sixers need to take advantage of these minutes. They leave Dinwiddie wide open. He misses the 3, luckily picked up by Yabusele. Busy B says, I guess Bona got his minutes stripped. Did he not come in? Oh, wow, I'm sorry. I thought he was coming in too. Maxey step back 2, got it to fall. Why is Adem Bona not playing? Are you kidding me? Why is Adem Bona not in the basketball game? See, now I'm getting mad at Nick Nurse again. Here's Max Christie, thinking 3, dribbles, spins back. Dinwiddie, going to find the corner. Prosper back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie around a screen, finds a cutting Prosper. Prosper drives, goes up, got Council on the pump fake. 83-77. Here's Justin Edwards going to dribble, drive, downhill, goes up, got it off the bounce. Justin Edwards playing some valuable minutes for this team, man. Here is Max Christie down low, tried to throw it to the corner. It was turned over, thrown away. Sixers ball after the turnover. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We got a cardiac game incoming, man. 83-79. Why can Nick not get Kelly involved when Joel comes back? Here's a 3 from Council. Got it to fall. 1-point game. We're seeing like a little glimpse here of these young guys. We're seeing the glimpses of these guys, but, you know, it's very limited. It's very limited. Shout out to Ricky Council, man. Shout out to Ricky. Let's see, man. How was Aruba? It was amazing, man. Very peaceful, relaxing, very good time, and much needed before this week, especially today, man. All the news dropping. We got you covered. 488 in the chat. We got 300 likes. Drop the yes, sirs. Let's wake up the neighbors. Woo. Yes, sir. Let's run it back, baby. Let's wake them up. They haven't heard me in 6 days. And they might hear us later tonight if we stay up for a KJ Martin trade. Let's go. Let's go. Drop the yes, sir, man. Run it back. Yes, sir. Woo. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. You guys are the MVPs in the chat, so we're going to hit the MVP chant for you. Let's go. So it's very interesting. Brian Pumper just dropped a super chat to say exactly what I was just about to say. Brian Pumper, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Lead is cut down when a certain 7-foot Lou Will is off the court. I wasn't going to say that, but what I was going to say is it's interesting how the lead immediately gets cut when Joel went off the floor. It's not because you bring in a bunch of better players. It's because they're playing quicker. They're playing faster. They're playing quicker, up-tempo. Can they win with the Embiid ball? Can they win with that style of basketball? It's very interesting. AG in the chat, Riaz dropping the yes, sir. Shout out to the channel members, man. Become a member today. Or if you're feeling generous, gift some memberships to the people out there. D Green says, say what y'all want. Morey is like that when it comes to finding talent in the draft. That's a fact. Daryl Morey's done a great job. You know, undrafted, second-round picks. He's done a really good job. Marsha dropping the defense emoji. Let's get some defense in the chat. Why not? Why not? 3:30 to go in the third. Maxey comes up limping. There's going to be a foul on the floor. So it's Maxey, Edwards, Oubre, Council, and Yabusele. Dinwiddie, Prosper, Irving, Christie, and Najee Marshall. So they're going small ball here, the Mavs are. Here's Najee Marshall clamped up by Justin Edwards. He's got to settle for a turnaround fade. Man, what a great defensive possession. Like, these young guys give me a lot of hope. Could you imagine if Jared McCain was on the floor right now? I mean, this team would be a lot of fun. Oubre going to drive, floats it up. It's short. Council going to find Maxey. Maxey dribbles in mid-range. Maxey got it to fall. Sixers retake the lead. I think the real question, though, is what style of ball is going to win in the playoffs? Prosper kicks it back. Dinwiddie lost it out of bounds, turned over. You know, because it's fun to watch this up-tempo in the regular season, but when the game slows down, you know, who's going to win? Like, what suffices there? I think you got to just be able to knock down shots, really. But you're also going to have to be able to rebound and stuff like that, so... Sixers on an 11-2 run. Here's Maxey at the top. He swings it to Edwards. Sixers up by 1. Yabusele gets doubled, finds a cut. Oubre lays it in. The ball is moving. The guys are flowing right now. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie guarded by Yabusele. Dinwiddie drives baseline, kicks it out. 3-ball Marshall, can't get it to fall. Nice rebound by Christie. He goes up, misses the layup. Smacked out of bounds. Sixers ball. C-Block, what's up, man? Don Boyle, Sean J in the chat. Sixers lead by 3. They're on a run right now, but Justin Edwards turns it over. Kyrie Irving throws it up to Marshall. 1:45 to go here in the third. Marshall going to dribble, drive, kicks it out. Up top, Dinwiddie swings it. Irving to the corner. Here's a 3-ball from Marshall. Can't get it to fall. Gafford can't pull in the rebound. Here come the Sixers. Once again, pushing the pace. Maxey one-on-one against Dinwiddie. He's going to drive, dump it off. Council the pump fake. Drives down the lane. One bouncer. Nice backdoor cut. Adembona puts it in under the rim. Guys, I might be crazy here. Let me know if I am. But this young lineup of just guys moving all over the place and the ball's moving everywhere, it's just way more fun to watch. Do you agree or disagree with that? Gafford foul by Bona. But man, this is just a lot of fun to watch. Like, As soon as they took Embiid out, everybody's moving around. Everybody's involved up and down the floor. I might be crazy, man. I might be crazy. I might be crazy. I don't know, man. Dude, everybody's involved right now. This is some fun basketball. $88-84 is our score. That's where we are at. We got 500 people in the chat. Let's go, man. 500 in the chat. Get us to 500 likes. You guys have been absolutely crushing it lately, man. Thank you so much for being a part of the live streams. We go live every game, pregame, live game, and postgame as well. So we'll be, live after the game. Maybe we'll get the details on a KJ trade. We'll see, man. We'll take your phone calls and all that. Justin Edwards going to find Tyrese Maxey. Step over, step back. Maxey got it to go from deep.
He's on fire.
Woo! Tyrese Maxey. Gafford down low. Missed it. Nice contest by Bona. Here come the Sixers. Council Yabusele. Fouled en route to the basket. Sixers up by 6. Young Cats are running up and down the floor. The Mavs don't know what hit them. Yo, the Sixers are playing fun now, man. Sixers are playing up-tempo, quick, moving, speedy. You can't catch them. They're like the Flash. Let's go, man. By the way, what a shot by Tyrese Maxey. All right, man, we're 11 subs away from 41.3. Get us to 41.3K, man. Let's go. Let's go. Like the show. Get this content out. Tell a friend. Tell a family member. Let's get it rocking, man. Let's get it rocking. First one good for Yabusele. Dude, Adem Bona, man. Soon, this guy had 3 minutes played in the first half. He comes in and he's everywhere. He's literally everywhere. Guy doesn't get tired. Tyrese Maxey, 15 straight games with 25-plus points. Shout out to Maxey, man. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment. Free throws good, 93-85. All right, man, let's go. Let's go. Najee Marshall drives the lane, reverse layup, got it to fall, 6-point game. 34 seconds to go here in the third. $93-87, 20 seconds to go here in the third. Maxey up top, coming around his screen. Maxey almost lost it. Nice defense by Max Christie. Maxey drives the lane, falls, and they give him the late whistle. Surprised they gave it to him. Surprised they gave it to him. You guys think this is Tyrese Maxey's best stretch of his career? I think it is. At least stat-wise, it definitely is. "15 straight games with 25-plus points. That's a big feat for Maxey, who was really struggling earlier this year to find his on this team. The fact that Maxey didn't make the All-Star game is insane. I'm sorry. I know he didn't have a great start to the year, but come on now. Look at what he's been doing lately. That's crazy, man. Mark says, don't sleep on Embiid. He's definitely better than 99% of all NBA players. You got to give him a few games. He's still MVP when healthy. I'm not sleeping on Embiid. See, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Like, that's where it really... Like, I don't want it to come across that I'm sleeping on Joel Embiid. I'm just talking about the way that teams are playing this year, right? A lot of youth, a lot of up-tempo, and it's just about the way that they're playing. Like, I don't know if it fits the type of style that Joel plays. 3 ball at the buzzer, no good. The Sixers with a complete turnaround, plus 14 in the third quarter, and they go 36-22, and they now lead it by 7 as we enter the fourth quarter. Losing my voice a bit here. Drained from today. It's been a wild day. We got a lot more coverage incoming. 580 people in the chat. Do me a favor right now. I need everybody to drop a fire emoji, whether you're a member, whether you're just in here tapping in with us. We need to get the fourth quarter fires going, man. Drop the fires in the chat.
He's on fire.
Let's go. Let's go, man. Drop the fires in the chat. Will the Sixers win this game? Yes or no? Tell you what, man. It's going to be a good finish. I think the Sixers can get it done. First of a back-to-back. We'll see if they can do it. But before we jump back into the action, I got to let you guys know about National University. Ladies and gentlemen, National University is a non-profit accredited university offering flexible online schooling programs. Maybe you're someone out there trying to balance, a new job in your life. Maybe you're a new parent, whatever it is. NU is perfect for you because they offer 4 and 8 week online courses and allow you to start sooner and finish faster. They offer 150-degree programs, credentials, and certificates. You can go to school all from the comfort of your own home. And most importantly, they understand that when you start or return to higher ed, you're not only a student, but a parent, caretaker, employee, and more. NU gives you the support to balance your life. National University is a veteran-founded university and awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. So if you're interested in checking out their flexible curriculum and program offerings, click the link in the description right now or in the live chat to get more info today. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. And I'll tell you what, man, the Sixers young guys are taking the Mavs to school right now. Sixers young guys are taking the Mavericks to school, man. As soon as they took Embiid off, they started to play quick. They started to play fast. And they look like they're in rhythm right now. They look like they're in rhythm. Now, again, the question is going to be, can these young guys stay up to par? And can these young teams in the NBA, like the Thunder and I guess I'll call the Cavs one, Grizzlies, Rockets, can those type of teams stick through it and perform in the playoffs, right? Are they old enough? Are they wise enough? Are they experienced enough? When the game slows down in the half court, can they get it done? That's going to be a big question. But as we're seeing right now, the young guys are playing really good without Embiid on the floor. So we'll see what happens. The Sixers take a 7-point lead to the fourth quarter. We'll see what happens. Irving finds a cutting Gafford, who goes up and slams it against Adem Bona. It is 94-89. And we got a cardiac game incoming for the 76ers. Here is Kelly Oubre, finds Jeff Doughton Jr. up top. Doughton working against Klay Thompson. Here's Oubre, hands it off. Bona spins out of the post, drives. Bona back to Council, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ricky Council against Klay Thompson. He's going to cross back. What a move. Council, the acrobatic finish, can't get it to go. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. Looked like Bona was hit to the ground, but nothing. Man, if Council would have finished that would have been crazy. Crazy. Shout out to Rob Anderson in the chat. Dave Jones, what's up, Dave? Julius, what's up? AG Handles, Enemy, what's up? Dropping the fires in the chat. Who else we got, man? Busy B in here, rocking with us as always. Marsha McCollum, Granola, Evan, Glenn. What's up, everybody? Irving from the baseline. And he was fouled by Adem Bona. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, we will be live on Thursday afternoon for about 2 or 3 hours leading up to the trade deadline. All right, set your reminders, set a note, whatever you got to do. Tap in with us on Thursday as well. We will be live for our trade deadline annual show, reacting to everything leading up to the trade deadline. So be sure to tap in on that. And if any trades happen in between now and then, we will break it down either via video or live stream. But it's important to have the notifications on. That way you do not miss any content. And we'll be live tomorrow night as well for Sixers and Heat. Can we get this to 400 likes, man? Can we get to 400? Do me a favor, man. Drop a like on the stream right now. Irving going to knock down a pair, 94-91. Kyrie with 25. Here's Doughton going to find Yabusele. Now Oubre coming around his screen. Oubre looking for Yabusele. Finds him in the post. Here's a double team. Yabu goes baseline. One bouncer. Council drives in. Council scoops it up. And they're going to say he traveled. All right, Sixer Nation, drop some blue and red in the chat, man. Blue and red in the chat. Blue and red in the chat right now. Let's get a vibe check. Let's get a pulse check. Joel Embiid checking back in with 10:40 to go. Reggie Jackson comes in the game as well. So Maxey will get a rest. It's Oubre, Council, Jackson, Bona, and Embiid. And for the Mavs, it is Kyrie, Clay, Christie, Gafford, and Exum. I'm sorry, Edwards, not Christie. Exum just airballed a 3. Yeah, I don't know why he had Jeff Doughton in the game. I don't know why he had him in and why he's got Reggie Jackson in now, but no Kyle Lowry, no Eric Gordon tonight, no Drummond per usual. See what happens. I think they're all being shopped in trades, if I'm being honest. Joel, the jab, pulls it up against Exum, misses it short. See, I don't like that. I don't like that, Joel. You got to turn your back to the basket and get down in the post. Kyrie going to drive right past Council, goes in, and Embiid can't get back in time, man. All right, let's see what happens here. 94-93, Sixers lead by 1. Here is Jackson trying to create. Now Joel pulls up for 3, short. Come on, Joe. What are you doing, man? All right, RB, don't get ahead of yourself, bro. Don't get ahead of yourself. Conserve. Exum going to dribble against Bona, kicks it out. Here's Kyrie, drives down the lane. Kyrie, Gafford, turns, spins, goes up, lost it. Nice defense. Here comes Council, driving the lane. Lost control of it, picks it up, hands it to Bona. Bona to Oubre. Oubre to Joel. Joel in the post, tried to find Bona, threw it away. 3 awful possessions from Joel Embiid to begin this fourth quarter. Now Nick Nurse is going to challenge. He thinks it went off the Mavs. So Joel Embiid comes in immediately. He settles from the high post, misses. Then he settles from 3-point range, misses, and then he tries to feed Bona down in the paint and throws it away. So once again, man, I don't like how they're playing with Embiid. And this is the biggest question I had on the pregame show. Sixers have been playing very, very together-like as a team with the young guys. Everybody's been moving in sync. Then you bring back Joel, who hasn't played in a month, and now they're trying to play a completely different game with him. Then he goes out in the third quarter, Sixers go on a run. Now he comes back, and the Mavs are on a 6-0 run. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Also, I don't like Nick Nurse playing Reggie Jackson to start the fourth quarter. Don't think that's wise. I don't like that. What do you guys think about how the team's playing right now? Give me your thoughts. 560 people in the chat. Welcome into Philly Take with RB Sixers Game Day Live. Thank you all for being a part of the show tonight. Welcome in. Welcome. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? How are we feeling? What do you think the closing lineup should be? Guys, we will be live after the game for our post-game show. You can call in on the Discord. We're still working to get the phone lines back up and running. We should have those good for Thursday. We'll be live on Thursday from probably like 12 to 3 or 1 to 3 Eastern, covering the trade deadline. And if any other trades happen, we'll cover those as well. We'll be live tomorrow for the game. It's going to be a successful challenge. They're going to say it went off of Kessler Edwards. So it's going to be Sixers basketball. And they lead by 1. Marsha says the young guns. Dom says so out of whack, not spacing, not enough movement, very slow to get back in transition. Here's the inbound. 9:10 to play. It's Embiid. Maxi's back in now after a rest. Oubre, Edwards, and Reggie Jackson. Maxi working against Edwards. He's going to dribble, drive, float it up. Got it off the bank. What a beautiful arc there by Maxi. Like I said, Maxi's going to have to go win this game, man. It's going to have to be Tyrese Maxey. Here's a 3 from Kyrie. That one is short. Mavs get it back. They have been out-rebounding the Sixers tonight by a lot. Here's Kyrie Irving. He's going to find Edwards. Exum taps it. Clay drives. Mid-range. Clay, it's short. Gets it back. Third opportunity. Edwards a triple. He missed it. So the Mavs come up empty-handed. Here's Kelly Oubre working against Klay Thompson. 8:20 to play. Embiid, what a pass beneath the legs. Maxi a 3. What a shot. Let's go, man.
He's on fire.
Woo! 31 and counting for Maxi. Woo! Tyrese Maxey, baby. Maxi up the floor. Edwards a free dunk. Got it. Sixers lead by 8. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes,
Tyrese Maxey.
sir.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
Yeah. Woo. Tyrese Maxey, baby. I got one thing to say, man. I know Maxi's been doing this, for the last 11 games now, but let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Tyrese Maxey looks like an absolute superstar right now. He is, for all those people that said, oh, he'll never be a number 1, trade him and this and that. The way that Maxey plays, man, he's a dog. He wants it. He wants it bad. He wants it bad. And I love the way he's attacking. By the way, that was a dime by Joel Embiid. Threw it beneath the legs. That was amazing. But you know what else it is, man? Tyrese Maxey is taking it personally that they did not select him for the All-Star game. He's taking it personally. He's saying, you know what? Fine. Don't put me on the All-Star team. I'll show you what I can do. I'll show you what I can do. And that is just some beautiful ball. 31, 10 assists, 4 boards, and 2 steals, and only 2 turnovers for Tyrese Maxey. So as soon as they started to let him go off in this game, he's getting it done. David says, RB, I'd love to see a coach, but then who would I watch? Shout out to David, man. Thank you for the compliment. Can the Sixers get it done? Well, I missed the last 2 games for being away. They lost. I'm back. Let's see if they can get it done, man. See if they can get it done. Come on, man. But here's what I really need from you guys. We got 600 people in the chat. I need you guys to get this to 500 likes. Like the show for the grind, man. We do this every game. Every single game. Just got back from the trip yesterday. We covered the Caleb Martin trade today. We're still rocking and rolling. I've been doing coverage all day, but we're here, baby. Sixers need a win. Tyrese Maxey's cooking. Do me a favor. Drop the 30s in the chat. Drop the 30s in the chat, man. 30s in the chat. RB, you going to stay up for the KJ Martin trade or go to sleep? I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best, man. If I don't pass out on the bed after this game. I'm going to try my best, man. If we get 500 likes, I'll probably stay up regardless. Got to get to 500, man. It's not that hard. It just helps push this stream to new viewers, man. That's all I want. I want a lot of people to see this content and to become a part of the community. Driving a spin from Marshall, floats it up, got it to fall. Nice play by Najee Marshall. Another thing I noticed too is that, the Mavs and a lot of teams are putting these lengthy wings on Maxey, but he's learning how to beat them. He's really learning how to find his spots on the floor against anybody. That's a big step for Maxey. Maxey going to dribble drive against Christie, goes up another one. Yo, Maxey is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. He is sizzling right now. 103-95. He's got 33 and counting. He's had 2 40-point games in the last 10. Could he have another one tonight? We'll see. Christie against Edwards. He's going to find Marshall. Sixers seem locked in on defense. Irving turns, spins. Wow, what a shot. Got to tip your cap to Kyrie on that one. Got to tip your cap on that one. Will the 76ers allow us to play the song again? It's coming down to the final minutes. 6:40 to go here in South Philly. Sixers shooting 57% from the field. Maxey finds Embiid, the two-man game. He's going to drive, lay it up. Got it at the rim. Let's go. Come on, baby. Couple stops here. Couple stops. Here's Christie going to one bounce to Kyrie, guarded by Maxey. 6:20 to go. Kyrie puts up a three, and he was fouled by Tyrese Maxey. They're going to blow the whistle. AG says the Maxey taxi is in effect. Climb on board. D. Green says shooting 12 for 18 from the field as a point guard is tough. Adding 10 assists is a very efficient night. Let's go, Maxey, baby. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's go, man. These guys are playing with a lot of heart, though. I will say that. First free throw, good at the line. These last 10, 15 games, as these young guys got opportunity, I've always said it, and I'll say it again, man. Anytime you give these young dudes a chance to play, guys that are trying to make that big contract, that are trying to provide for their family, that are trying to find a spot on an NBA team. I mean, it's simple if you think about it, right? It shouldn't be this way, but sometimes guys that get paid are satisfied. They're settled. You know, they'll take their time getting back. But a young guy who's making, $1 million trying to get a $15 million contract, they're playing out there like their life is on the line, which it is. Do you want to get another contract, or do you want to go and end up being a real estate agent or working at a Subway? You know what I mean? Like, these guys are fighting for their NBA lives, and I like it. I like it. Free throw's good, man. 105-100. 6:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Edwards up to Maxey, finds Joel Embiid. Down low, nice cut by Yabu. He goes up, got it, soft touch off the glass. Yabu! Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Kyrie. Here's Gafford, wide open. Going to find Najee Marshall, drives to the lane, back to Gafford, lays it up, and another beat to the rim by Daniel Gafford. Man, come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Shout out to the Yabu emoji. We got it locked in and loaded, man. Here's Maxey going to find Edwards. Edwards for three. Can't get that. It rolls up and off the rim. We got a close game here in South Philly. Irving drives the lane, floats it up, turns, missed it, no contact, and Edwards lost it off the kneecap. Tough break for the Sixers. Mavs get it back again. $2 super chat from Secret Underdog the Gamer. What's up, bro? RB, I had to stay extra hours at work. You're missing a heck of a game, bro. And a lot of trade talk as well. But welcome into the chat. You came just in time. 5:18 to play. Irving finds Max Christie, the newly acquired Dallas Maverick, turns, fades a two. What a shot. Max Christie looks really good right now, man. Really good. How come every game I call live, they got to make it cardiac? Like, why do they got to make my chest pump like this? Maxey for three. Can't get it to drop. Mavs the rebound. Why? Kyrie way wide open up the floor. Are you kidding me? Nobody saw that? Easy layup for Kyrie, and it's a 1-point game now. We got 600 in the chat. Like the show, subscribe to the show. We do it every game. Maxey and Embiid trying to buy a bucket. He steps back for two. Missed it. Come on. Come on. Max Christie going to dribble in, drive all the way, swings it to the corner. Klay Thompson for the lead and hits. 109-107. And the Mavericks regain the lead and the momentum. Dear Lord, man. I want to say things, but I don't want to say things. You know what I mean? I don't want to go. I don't want to say it, man. I don't want to say it. I want to say it, man. I really want to say it. If we get to 500 likes, man, I'll say it. We got 650 people. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you all so much for being a part of this channel, man. It's you know, no matter what, this is always fun, man. It's always fun. The fact that we're able to build up a platform like this and watch games together and break it all down. It's a lot of fun, man. If you guys are just tuning in, it is a 2-point game. Sixers are down 109-107. We're waiting to come back. The Mavs have retaken the momentum here. And we're waiting to see where KJ Martin gets traded. It is official that he will be getting traded. We just don't know where or for what. Caleb Martin was traded earlier today for Quentin Grimes. Funny enough, Sixers playing the Mavs. Oh, we got 400 likes. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, man. Sir. Wake them up. Cardiac Hoops RB is back, baby. 2-point game. We need a bucket. We need a bucket, man. Here we go. Maxey going to find Justin Edwards for the lead. Got it. Oh, Justin Edwards, the 21-year-old rookie. He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Justin Edwards, man. Yo, I didn't think Edwards was ready to play this quickly, man. I was wrong. Justin Edwards is a hooper, man. Justin Edwards might be the next Isaiah Joe. I'm not even lying to you guys. This guy can play, man. Kyrie Irving for 3, missed it on the other end, picked up by Tyrese Maxey, and a foul on the Dallas Mavericks. Going the other way, 3:48 to play. Sixers lead by 1. $2 super chat from JB Warnock. JB says cardiac. JB, thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro. Guys, can we get some Justin Edwards love in the chat? How do I know KJ's getting traded? They announced it. That's why they pulled him from the game tonight, even though he might not have played anyway, but they said he's out for an injury designation, not to get injured with a pending trade. Joel lays it up and missed it. Sorry, not an injury designation, but they said that he's out with a pending trade designation. Here's Najee Marshall, blows by Yabusele, drives, and then fouled by Embiid. Marshall to the line for 2. If we get to 500 likes, I'll say it. I'll tell you what I'm really feeling deep down. But I was wrong about Justin Edwards. Not that I didn't think he could play, but I didn't think he could play this quickly. Justin Edwards is an absolute gem. Daniel Gafford got hit in the face. He's going back to the locker room immediately. I think his nose is bleeding. Hopefully he's okay. First free throw going to be good. Anyway, 4 3-pointers on the night for Justin Edwards. The Mavs take the lead with the 2 points. 720 people in the chat. Welcome on in, man. Thank you guys for being here. It is a 1-point game here in South Philly. Oubre gonna chuck a 3. He got it to go on the other end. Are you kidding me? Oh, baby. Kelly Oubre makes it 113-111. Here's Klay Thompson. Can he answer? He does. Oh my gosh, it's 114-113. I don't even have the voice for this anymore, man. I'm giving out. I'm losing it, man. Yabusele thinks 3, now kicks it back to Maxey. Here's Joel Embiid. Embiid in the high post against Najee Marshall. Embiid gonna drive to the rim, throws it down. Come on. Let's go, man. We needed that. Defense. Marshall going to find Kyrie Irving. Kyrie going to dribble, drive down the lane. One bouncer to the corner, up top. And a travel. Kyrie travel. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's win this game. Show us you can win a game like this again. You choked the last game. It's because RB wasn't here. There's a layup from Edwards, and he missed it. He missed it. Tough break. Here come the Mavs. 3-on-3. Got to get back. Got to get back. Klay Thompson, quick trigger three. Can't get it to go. A forced shot. Not a good look for Klay Thompson. We are under 2 minutes. Shout out to my guy, Mark Zumoff. We are coming in for a landing. Close all windows and doors. Buckle up, baby. Here's Maxey around the screen. Gets the switch on Najee Marshall. 1:40 to play. Here's Joel Embiid. 5 on the shot clock. Has to get it off. Maxey going to dribble. Step back. Another three. Can't get it to go. Come on, Oubre. You watch the rebound. Come on, Kelly. Thompson a three. Missed it. Oubre just tapped in the ball. Or was it Najee Marshall? Did Oubre just tap in a rebound for the other team? Did Oubre just tap in a rebound for the other team? And now Embiid gets called for a charge. Damn it, Joel. Kelly Oubre just tipped in a rebound for the other team. I'm going to lose my mind, bro. I'm actually going to lose my mind. Got to get a stop. They're targeting Joel in the pick and roll. Here's Kyrie. Turns, finds Edwards, throws it away. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 116, 115. We got a minute to play. Let's go, chat. Drop some fires in the chat. Everybody hit the like button. Get us to 500 likes as we live react to the end of this game. 116, 115. First of a back-to-back. Embiid finds Maxey. Maxey gets grabbed. Now he drives the lane and he lost it. Mavs have a breakaway. Edwards gets back on D. And he made a stop. What a play by Justin Edwards. Yabu, Maxey, the lead. Airballed it. Embiid tapped away out of bounds. Joel saying he was fouled. He wants Nurse to look at it. What a play on the defensive end by Justin Edwards on a 1-on-2. Wow, what a play from the young kid, man. What a play by Justin Edwards. That is an unbelievable play, man. Nurse is not going to challenge. Yabusele going to find Kelly Oubre. Oubre going to find Maxey. 10 on the shot clock. Let's go. Come on. Into Embiid. Embiid goes in. Got the bucket. Sixers lead by 1. Joel with the go-ahead bucket. It's 117 to 116. An incredible play by Justin Edwards on the defensive end. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable stuff, man. Wow. Holy crap, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if that doesn't shore up exactly what I just said about Justin Edwards, the fact that he just got back on a 2-on-1 fast break and stuffed Najee Marshall, that was insane, man. What a play. What a play by Justin Edwards, man. Wow. All right, guys, we have 820 people watching us live. Do me a favor. We're halfway to 500 likes. Get us to 500. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the show. Defense in the chat. It all comes down to this. Here's Dante Exum. He's going to find Kyrie Irving. They double him at the top. They leave a guy open. Najee Marshall crosses against Yabu. He needs help. He needs help. Floats it up. Missed it. Embiid got it, and he's fouled. Joel Embiid is fouled. The miss by Marshall. They targeted Yabusele, and it rolled off the rim. And the Sixers have it with a chance to go up by 3. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Thought Embiid was going to help him on that drive. Okay, so they're not in the bonus yet. My fault. My fault. Thought they were in the bonus, but not yet. 10.3 to go. Sixers have to get this in. They have to get this in. They do. Joel Embiid holding it, and now he is fouled by Dante Exum. So the Mavs just wasted 5 seconds on a day where Caleb Martin was traded for Quentin Grimes. They essentially exchanged locker rooms here with the new look Mavs against the Sixers. Joel Embiid's return after missing a month, and now he will go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point game as we have 5.7 seconds to go. 900 in the chat. Let's go, man. Get these likes up, man. Let's go. First one good for Embiid. We'll be live every single game of the season. Pre-game, live game, and post-game right here on the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. By the way, Joel Embiid triple-double. Joel Embiid's got a triple-double. 29, 11, and 10 for Joel. Big free throw coming here. Second one is no good. No good at the line. Number 2 is missed. Guys, no spoilers in the chats, man. No spoilers, but we got 900 people in here. Joel missed the second one, 1 for 2. He's got a triple-double, but he misses a key one there. By the way, Joel, 4 for 9 at the line. Is that right? Is that right? He's been a really good free throw shooter, man. That's surprising. That is surprising. Defense in the chat. Let's go. Everybody spam defense in the chat. What a wild game it has been. This is a way to come back, isn't it? Way to come back off a vacation. We got 950 people in the chat. You guys are killing it tonight, man. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's get it done. Please don't crush our dreams tonight, man. They're on a 4-game win streak with me here. I was gone for 2 games. They lost 2. Now we're back. Now we're back. Come on, baby. You better get it done. Don't let Kyrie touch the basketball. Do whatever you can to prevent Kyrie Irving from touching the basketball. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. Come on. We are getting this W. We are playing the song tonight, baby. We better get it done. Here we go. 5 seconds to go at the Wells Fargo Center. Here's the inbound. Exum looking, finds Kyrie against Justin Edwards. Irving fouled on the floor. Sixers had a foul to give. That's a smart foul. Big play by the 21-year-old. 3.8 to go, and now they will have to inbound it yet again. Let's go, man. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Big stop. Big stop. Big stop. Wake them up. 3.8 to go. Here's the inbound. Exum scanning the floor. They're going to try to run the same action. They do. Here's Kyrie back to Exum. Exum drives. He lost the ball. No foul? No foul! Sixers win! Sixers are going to win! 118-116. Play the song! Woo! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. The Sixers get it done 118 to 116, whether you're somebody who just came in for the final moments or whether you've been here all game long. Boy, was it an interesting one. Boy, was it crazy. But the Sixers pull off a cardiac W. You guys want to run it back? Should we run it back? That's 5 in a row when I'm here. It's 5 in a row when I'm here. Just saying. I'm just saying, man. RB comes back, Sixers win. Should we play it again? Should we play it again? I got a lot of takeaways from this game, man. I got a lot of takeaways from this game. K.A. Blam gifting a Philly Take membership. Also, I think you gifted one before. So if I missed that, I'm very sorry about that. The chat has been going nuts this entire night. This has been one of the best streams of the year. You guys have been crushing it, K.A., so I'm sorry if I missed your other one. But thank you for gifting a membership, man. Thank you. Wow. What a game. What a game. Should we run it back or what? Boy, oh boy, man. Should we run it back? I think we have to. Oh, we got 500 likes now? Oh, we got to run it back. We got to run it back. We got to wake up the neighbors. Woo! And KJ Martin's about to get traded. Man, it's a crazy night. I guess we got to stay up. I guess we got to stay up and see what happens. But I'll tell you what, we got to play the song. Woo! That bell, baby. Ring it like it's your job. Shout out to Sixer Sam, AG, Bryce, Lexi, Dom. Ladies and gentlemen, is this where we go? Like, are the Sixers good? Like, can they win games? Can they win games? I know we're at the trade deadline here. And I know we're 9 games under 500. But the Sixers might actually be good with their young guys. There's going to be a lot of discussion, a lot of debate about this game. There's going to be a lot of debate about this game and how they won this game. It's going to be a very interesting convo, and I'm excited to hear from people on the postgame show, which will be coming up here in a few minutes. On a day where Caleb Martin gets traded for Quentin Grimes, the Sixers play the Mavs, and they beat them in a cardiac finish. Probably shouldn't have been that close, but I'll tell you what, man. Joel Embiid with a triple-double. He did close out strong tonight. Maxey was incredible again. Justin Edwards, in my opinion, is the new Isaiah Joe. Justin Edwards is the new Isaiah Joe. He's actually insane. What Justin Edwards did in this game, this was, like, I know we've had a lot of Justin Edwards games, but this was the coming out party for Justin Edwards. What he did in the final moments there, that foul on Kyrie Irving was amazing. And the go-ahead bucket from Joel Embiid does not happen if Justin Edwards doesn't have the defensive play of the game on a fast break, 2-on-1, gets a block on Najee Marshall. This guy is incredible, man. Incredible. Okay, man. Okay. Lot to talk about with this game. Once again, I want to shout out to the game day partners, National University, BetUS, And shout out to all the great members. Shout out to the new members, all the great subscribers. Everybody tapping in with us live. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, man. And we're going to keep the party going. We're going to coast right into the post-game show in a few minutes. And if a KJ Martin trade is announced, we will live react to it. Also, I want to let you guys know we'll be live for the trade deadline on Thursday. We'll be live for the game tomorrow night. So be sure to hit those noties. Make sure you're watching us and keeping, in touch with all the content. We live streamed earlier today for the Caleb Martin trade. Whatever happens, we'll be breaking it down. With that being said, man, stick around for the post-game show. Call in. I'm going to post the link here in the chat so you guys can get in there just a few minutes. And we'll get it rocking and rolling, man. But the Sixers pull out a cardiac win. Boy, is it good to be back. It is good to be back. And it is good to be back in the dub column. So that is where we are at. That is where we are at. I see people dropping words in the chat. You guys are amazing, man. I didn't even ask for words, but yeah, drop one word in the chat. My word of this game is thrill. My word of this game is thrill. And yo, we got the 500 likes. This might be one of the best streams of the season. You guys absolutely crushed it tonight, but I don't expect anything different. My word of the night is thrill. This was a thrill, man. What a game. What a game. Justin Edwards with the play of the game. Wow. All right, baby. All right, man. Catch you guys in a few minutes on the post-game show. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Go get some popcorn and get a bev because we got to load it up, and the post-game show is going to be interesting. Couple main takeaways about this team coming up. You might agree. You might disagree, but you'll be there, and we'll chat it up, man. All right. Catch you guys very soon. is good, Sixer Nation? We are back. Welcome in to the Sixer Postgame live show after the Sixers come back with a cardiac win, 118-116. They advanced to 20-29 on the season. I predicted this game in the pregame show would be, I believe, 120-115. So I was literally so close to predicting this game correctly. They had won 4 in a row, and then I went on vacation. While I was gone, I missed 2 games. They lose both of those games. Now I come back, they win again. So I think there's a direct correlation. RB's here calling the games live, we win. Look, in all seriousness, man, what a win. I know it was against the new look Mavs team that's down a lot of guys, and they're going through a lot right now. But for the Sixers to be able to close that out in a tight environment like that in South Philly to get that win was huge. And I have a lot of takeaways, a lot of big takeaways, but there's 3 main ones that we have to talk about. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Sixers postgame live show presented by RocketMoney. Do me a favor right now in the chat. I want to let you know that we are going to be live for the trade deadline on Thursday, leading up to 3 p.m. But my question to the people in the chat is, are you believing in the 76ers with the way they're playing, with the way that these young guys are showing potential? Are you believing more in the 76ers? Give me your thoughts in the chat, and we will get to your phone calls. We'll take all your thoughts, and we'll talk about a lot more. But there's a couple things we got to talk about in this game, right? On a day where Caleb Martin gets traded for Quentin Grimes, on a day where those guys get exchanged, they essentially switch locker rooms, right? Sixers and Mavs. And then right before the game, it's announced that KJ Martin is going to be traded probably by the morning. So right now, as I'm talking to you now, and again, we do this every game live post game. So if you're listening on audio platforms on the way back, definitely tap in with us live. Well, we're on KJ Martin trade watch. We're still trying to break down the Caleb Martin trade. The Martins are on the move. Joel Embiid comes back tonight. It has been an absolute insane day. And then we got a game tomorrow. Then the trade deadline on Thursday. We're ramping up, baby. We're like Joel Embiid. We're ramping up into action. And I can't wait to see what happens. But, man, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about and take away from this win. You think about Luka Doncic getting traded. You think about Anthony Davis, who was on the bench for the Mavs, and he still is not healthy and hasn't played yet with the Mavs. You think, all right, this game's going to be, just one of those games, right? It's going to be one of them games. But then Joel comes back, and the Martins are being traded, and there's a lot that goes into this game when you think about the different dynamic and how the Sixers play with or without Embiid. So here we are, and the question is, are you starting to believe in the 76ers? First off, shout out to everybody that was live with me throughout the game. We had almost 1,000 people in there at the end, watching the final moments as Dante Exum tries to drive the ball to the rim, loses it. Looked like a nice defensive play by Embiid. I'd have to watch it back. But I got a couple main takeaways, and it's not going to start with Joel Embiid. And it's not going to start with Tyrese Maxey. And I'll give you my main takeaway. My main hot take. Sixer fans might not like it, but I'll give it to you, man. Now, before I do that, I got to give a shout out to our great partner of the post-game show. All right, this one is brought to you by RocketMoney. RocketMoney is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending levels, and helps you lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Maybe you're somebody who has signed up for a free trial and then forgot about it after the trial period. That actually just happened to me recently, but thanks to RocketMoney, I wasn't charged. That didn't keep going because they manage everything for you. That no longer needs to be one of your issues. Or if you're someone who likes to combine, say, all your subscriptions and your accounts and see everything in one place, RocketMoney is the one for you. They can even help you cancel subscriptions that you don't want anymore. They have a cool dashboard, gives you a clear view of your expenses across all accounts, lets you create a personalized budget, and they can even help you manage that and alert you if any of your subscriptions or anything goes up in price. So very hands-on, active platform. And the best part is they'll even try to negotiate lower bills so that you can find the best opportunities to save. RocketMoney has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/gameon today. rocketmoney.com/gameon. Again, that's rocketmoney.com/gameon. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you who got their game on tonight. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you that not only is Justin Edwards having a coming out party tonight, not only has Justin Edwards been playing his best ball of the season with more ample opportunity, which we'll talk about in this game. But let me tell you something, okay? Justin Edwards is the next Isaiah Joe. Let me say it louder for the ones in the back. Justin Edwards is an absolute hidden gem with this team. Agree or disagree? Let me know in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, not only is it his catch and shoot, spot up, quick trigger ability, not only is it his attacking on-ball defense where he's up in the grill of some of these best perimeter guards and forwards, not only is his basketball IQ and his insane get back and transition ability, Isaiah Joe never got the opportunity. And now we're seeing with Justin Edwards getting these chances, this guy's amazing. I'll admit it, I was wrong. I didn't think he could be this good this quick. 21 years old, raw prospect, undrafted. Look, you might not like Daryl Morey's front office capabilities. You might not like his signings and stuff like that, but I'll tell you what, Daryl Morey finds some draft gems late in the draft, late first, second round. He finds a lot of undrafted gems as well. And Justin Edwards, man, he is continuing to get better and better and better. Justin Edwards, it feels like we're seeing just a scratch of the surface. It doesn't even feel like he has gotten a lot of chances to grow yet. The guy barely played for the first 25 games of the season. He's not even on a standard NBA contract. So while we can talk about Maxey and his continued dominance, and we could talk about Joel Embiid and how he continues to dominate, at least tonight, now that he's back. The thing of the night for me is the main message tonight is that the youth movement is here. The youth movement is here. There's no other way to say it, okay? We'll talk about the stretches of this game, but every time the Sixers took out Joel Embiid, and again, I don't want this to sound like I'm downplaying Joel. We'll talk about him in a second. But every time they took out Joel and they went up tempo and they played quick and they were running up and down the floor and the ball was moving everywhere and they were frantic, they were having fun. They looked like one of those top tier young explosive teams that we've seen in the NBA this year. Every time these young guys were playing up tempo tonight, the Sixers went on a run. And it was essentially what sparked them in that third quarter where they outscored the Mavs by 14 when they brought in Ricky and Justin Edwards and Maxey and Yabu and whoever else it was. I think it was either Doughton or Reggie Jackson. But as soon as they brought those guys in, maybe it was Oubre, these guys were everywhere and it helped get them back in the game. And without Joel Embiid recently, right? Paul George is still out. We've been able to see this. We have been able to see these young guys build that continuity and learn how to play. And when Joel came in the game, it was just a different style of game. It was a lot of Embiid balls, a lot of two-man game, guys standing around. Ricky Council and Justin Edwards looked lost in the first half. They weren't used to playing that way. My word at halftime was abnormal, uncomfortable. They weren't used to it. But Justin Edwards was the unsung hero in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, couple plays that come to mind. All right, Justin Edwards on the final possession, fouling Kyrie Irving, not doing it too late, knowing, having the wherewithal, being smart enough to foul him before he goes up and tries to bait you into a shooting foul. That was number one. And number two, the play of the game, right? With, I think it was like a minute left, Joel Embiid takes the ball from a post-entry pass. He turns, he goes up, strong bucket. Big play by Joel Embiid. That gave the Sixers the lead. They never lost it again. But that play would not have happened if it was not for Justin Edwards getting back on a 2-on-1 fast break, right? You got two guys coming full speed at you. Najee Marshall decides to keep the basketball, and he drives all the way into the paint, lays it up just for Justin Edwards to meet him at the rim. For Justin Edwards to get back, backpedaling, but also not the foul, and just go straight up and get hands on the basketball. That was an unbelievable high IQ defensive play, just natural skill as well by Justin Edwards. That was an amazing play. That play literally saved the basketball game. Joel Embiid got the go-ahead bucket, and the Sixers never looked back. Justin Edwards and I had 4 threes. He wasn't the highest scorer. He wasn't the most efficient scorer. But he hit timely threes when they were needed late in the game, and he made a couple big defensive plays. And oh, by the way, Kyrie Irving was absolutely cooking in this game. Kyrie finished with 34 points. And I don't know the exact breakdown off the top of my head, but I'll tell you what, most of those misses were because Justin Edwards got switched on to Kyrie, and he was everywhere. What we are seeing from Justin Edwards, what we are seeing from this guy's ability as a young player and getting the opportunity to go out there and prove himself all season long. We yelled at Nick Nurse. Play the young guys. Play the youth. Now, there's things I didn't like in this game. I don't like how Adem Bona had under 10 minutes played. They said Joel was only going to play 30. He played 36. Right? Should have played Bona more. I didn't like the Reggie Jackson heavy minutes. I didn't like bringing Doughton in. But nonetheless, other than some wonky lineups, letting these young guys play is the way to go. And you look at the trade deadline. They moved Caleb Martin. Now they're going to move KJ. Who knows who else is going to get moved? Maybe Drummond, Oubre, I don't know, Gordon. But the fact of the matter is that the Sixers are showing the prototype for a team that they can build moving into the future with young forwards and guards and guys like Justin Edwards. So that's where I'm at. I wanted to start it off with Justin Edwards because the plays that he made late in this game were incredible. And next I will talk about Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid comes back tonight. He drops 29, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. So shout out to Joel Embiid for dropping a triple-double. He had a rough start to the third quarter. He had some really bad possessions on the glass tonight. Yes, he had 11 rebounds. Probably could have had 20. You're going up against the Mavericks team that doesn't have Anthony Davis right now. They don't have Derek Lively, who's out for a couple months. So you're going up against Daniel Gafford and Kyler Kelly. And you got out-rebounded by 10 in this game. That should not happen. There was a possession, I believe it was in the second quarter, where Joel Embiid stood there and he watched 4 consecutive offensive rebounds. You know, there were times where he didn't contest. Eventually he got elbowed in the eye. Thankfully, he was okay. I was about to say he's the most cursed player ever if he would have got hurt. But offensively, when they needed him to come alive, when they needed that clutch bucket, when they needed him to do his thing late in the game, he did. He came through and he got it done. He started to move the ball. He started to trust his teammates. Now, again, there was also a couple bad possessions to start the fourth quarter. There were times where he was just lugging it down the floor. And I think it does go to a bigger question. How do the Sixers want to play? Right? Can all these young teams in the league right now that are thriving this year, the Rockets, the Grizzlies, the Thunder, the Cavs, can they sustain that type of basketball as you go into the playoffs, as you slow the game down, as you play these better teams? Like, what really is the recipe to win? I think that's a really key question. Because, again, there were times in this game where Joel Embiid and his style of play, right? We know he's an MVP. We know he's an amazing talent. But there were times in his game where the way he played slowed the team down. And it took the young role players out of their mindset. Like they weren't comfortable early in this game. And it was because, the last 7 games, they're used to playing up tempo quick. And now you're asking them to sit in the corner and just hit a spot up 3 and not move around a lot. And I think when we talk about continuity, there's definitely a big factor in that, like they're not used to playing with Joel Embiid. So I think there's a real convo to be had about Joel and whether this is the right style of basketball to play. Can Joel play up tempo? Can he run up the floor? Because again, there was times where it looked like he couldn't even jump. And I guess that just goes back to the health factor. And at times in this game, I'm sitting to myself saying, man, I'm ready to see the youth movement. I'm ready to see these guys just play quick all the time because it's a lot of fun, man. Council, 8 points off the bench. Dembona didn't play much tonight, but Justin Edwards, like these guys can run up and down the floor, man. Joel Embiid had a good game, so I'm not going to take that away from him. But again, I do think there's a real question to be asked about the style of game they're playing. When you look towards the future, Maxey, think about if McCain was on this team right now and if he was on the floor, like how that would look with Edwards, Gershon Yabusele, like even Yabu, I saw a lot more hard cutting, a lot more ball movement when Embiid was on the bench. So maybe you need a mixture or a combination of Embiid ball and young players basketball. Maybe you don't need one or the other. I don't know. But it's something that they're going to have to monitor. I don't think that Dembona should be having his minutes cut in this game, but that's another story. I thought there were some wonky nurse lineups. I think we need to, wait and see what happens with Lowry and Gordon and guys like that at the trade deadline. And now you got Quentin Grimes that you got to factor into the equation. So we got that as well. So there's definitely things to, talk about and keep in mind. Now, Tyrese Maxey, again, I thought early in this game, Tyrese Maxey came into it and he was deferring a lot early on to Joel Embiid. But once again, Tyrese Maxey showed us what he has over the last 10 games. He is playing like an absolute superstar. His last 10 games, he was averaging 33.5 points. He put up 33 tonight. How about 13 assists to go with it? The fact that Maxey had 13 assists and only 3 turnovers is the biggest point of the night when it comes to Tyrese Maxey. He's learning how to play the position. He's learning how to get his teammates open. He's learning how to hit those thread the needle passes. And another thing I'm noticing about Maxey is that early in the season, right, he was whining, he was moping a lot, not doing that anymore. And he was also talking a lot before about how these lengthy wings are starting to get to him, right? Tonight they had Kessler Edwards on him. They had, what's his name? Max Christie, newly acquired Mavericks guy who's a really good two-way guard, has shown a lot of promise. He hit some big shots tonight. But Tyrese Maxey is learning how to play against these bigger, lengthier defenders, and he's learning how to put that touch in off the glass. Like earlier this season, he had no rhyme or reason. He would speed up, he would go down. I think he's doing a really good job of changing his speeds and also just having that nice touch where he doesn't put too much power on it, going full speed to the rim. And I think Tyrese Maxey has settled in to what he needs to do. Like he has taken over games. Tyrese Maxey took over in the fourth quarter again. 33-13, 4 boards, 2 steals. He is playing like a number one. He's playing like a superstar. He probably took it personally as well that they didn't put him in the All-Star game. They put in Tyler Hero. Yes, he didn't have that good of a start to the season, but Tyrese Maxey right now is playing some of the best basketball of his entire career, ladies and gentlemen. He has found that groove. He has found exactly what they need him to do. And whether Embiid is in, whether Embiid is out, whether Paul George is in, who knows if he's coming back or not. This is exactly who they need Maxey to be. They combined for 62 points in this game. But again, another efficient Maxey game. He took over. He took advantage of his spots when he needed to. And with Embiid and the late play from Edwards, it was enough. Kelly Oubre, 9, 6, and 3 in this game. Yabusele, had a sneaky 19 points. I mean, Gershon Yabusele at this point, we talked about it earlier in this live stream. We were asking a lot of questions of the chat. It seems like right now the Sixers are trying to free up some money and keep Yabu around. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm officially at the point where you have to keep Yabusele at all costs. Like we were talking at one point, a couple weeks ago about, hey, he's playing really good, but if you can get your first round pick back for him, or if you can do this or that, I don't think there's a player I would want this offseason that's going to fulfill the role better than Yabusele. And I think, a lot of people are going to look at it and say, well, is it a one-year wonder? When Yabu gets paid, is he going to be the same guy? But my thing is that, one, the Sixers don't have a power forward. They haven't had one. He's the only guy that's fulfilling that role. Number two, he has a lot of experience. He's not 20 years old. He's 28. Or 29, whatever he is. So he has a lot of experience. He knows exactly what he needs to do. He's one of those hungry players that you just grow to love. And he's perfect for this city. And he might even take a little bit of a haircut because he appreciates that the Sixers took an opportunity and a chance on him. And I think he just fits perfectly next to whoever the center is going to be for this team, whether it's Joel or somebody else in the long term. And he's played the backup five. Like he does all these different things. Drummond has been out. I haven't even felt the effect of Drummond being out. It doesn't matter. I don't want Drummond to come back. I think they're going to trade him. They can because they have a Dem Bona. They have Gershon Yabusele. Yabu hits his threes. Tonight he goes 19.7 for 8. He was cutting great. He does every little thing that you need Gershon Yabusele to do. Like we are way past the point of sitting here and thinking, oh, well, is this legit? Or is this just like a 20-game stretch? Is this just like a flash in the pan? No, ladies and gentlemen, Gershon Yabusele is one of the best role players in the NBA this season. And he's been one of the best stories in the league. It's hard not to root for this guy, man. A lot of teams missed. They didn't send their scouting departments to France. They didn't even know this guy existed anymore. He never got a shot with Boston. And he was fighting for his life for 6 years in France, trying to survive a career. And here he is playing some of the best ball that we could have ever asked for. And he's been one of the best role players in the Joel Embiid era. I think that's safe to say. 8 boards and 4 assists tonight. Big game out of Yabu. I thought the momentum really turned in that third quarter. When they took Embiid out, they were struggling. The ball wasn't moving. And when they took Joel out, and they went small ball against the Mavs small ball lineup where they took out Prosper, Kelly, and Gafford, and the Sixers matched small ball with small ball. I thought it went really well. Now, again, I would like to see a Dem Bona more. I hope Nurse doesn't get away from playing him completely. I just think that they wanted to, give Embiid the brunt of the minutes tonight. And I will say this as well, and not to come off rude or whatever. I just tell my thoughts how it is. But Paul George should not be back in this lineup. And I know it sounds harsh. I know he has had very bad injury luck this year. I don't see a role for Paul George on this team right now. Now, earlier in the Caleb Martin live stream, we talked about Jimmy Butler. And I said the reason I would take Jimmy Butler back on this team, not just because I think he's a better player than Paul George, but Jimmy Butler right now seems like the way that you can get out of the Paul George contract. Now, again, Heat might not do business with the Sixers. They might not want to trade him here. He doesn't want to play here. I don't care if Jimmy wants to play here. I would simply take Jimmy Butler for the fact of letting him sit at home, not play, and get off the Paul George contract. However the Sixers can get off the PG contract, I think they have to do it because you see this youth movement. You see these guys who are showing so much flash and promise for the future. I mean, imagine, I know I'm speaking far out here, but think about a lineup with Maxey, McCain, Edwards, Yabu, Embiid. That is so much more freshening than Paul George sitting in there 30 times a game going dribble, 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 dribble out the shot clock. Nobody else touches the ball. Step back 2, contested, doink off the rim. They don't have a game where he drops 30, 35, and then he goes and drops 10 points. You tried it. You gave it a try. But I think we're seeing now in this new NBA that these 3-team models don't work. That was the point of the new CBA. That was the purpose. Don't build a 3-team roster, megastar roster. Then you got to fill the rest of the team with role players. And if it doesn't work out, let's say one of your stars gets injured, you're absolutely screwed. You have nowhere to go. You have nowhere to go. So that's where I'm at. I don't think Paul George really fits with the mold of this team right now. And if it was up to me, I would do what I could to get out of that contract. We'll talk a little bit more about this game. We'll take your phone calls here in just a second, but I do want to give an update as they just said, I think it was Nick Nurse who just said that Joel Embiid is officially out for tomorrow night's game against the Miami Heat. And that goes back to the fact that Joel Embiid has already said he will not play any back-to-backs this season, which again, I think is absolutely ridiculous because, here you go. And Joel Embiid had a pretty good game. I'll say he had a good game, right? Stat-wise, had a good game. And now he's out for tomorrow night. See, this is the stuff that can't happen because now tomorrow night, you're going up against a Miami team that you should beat, but now you're going back to playing a completely different style of basketball. See, this is what you can't have. Like, continuity and chemistry is a real thing. Continuity is a real thing. And a lot of people ask, like, what is the point of the regular season? So many games, sometimes guys are traveling across 10 states. They're tired. They don't want to play hard. Fine. There's definitely a handful of games like that in a season, right? There's games where you're going to get blown out. There's games where you're going to win by a lot. Some are meaningful, some are not. But what they are is a chance. They're an opportunity to build continuity in your lineup, to learn what works best. And to do that, you need the same guys on the floor. So the fact that Joel Embiid is out, that screws up the chemistry, right? That screws it up. You're going in against a team you should beat. And now Joel Embiid's out. So now they're going to play the way that they did in the third quarter, which I'm fine with. I love the way that these young guys play and play together. And I don't know if that can work in the playoffs yet. You might need some more battle-tested playoff vets. But I don't like the, one game we play, one game we don't. It's just annoying. It's not a good product, and it screws up the momentum of the team. So back to my original point about Joel Embiid. Do I like the way they play without him better? Yeah, right now I do. I think Joel's an MVP level player. He's an MVP level talent. But the way that this team can kick it into gear and match the intensity, like in that third quarter, they ran them off the floor because Justin Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, Yabusele, Ricky Council, they're just electric, man. And that, I think, is how the league is trending with these up-tempo type of lineups. Can it win in the playoffs? We'll see. But that's how I'm feeling right now. Not a guy who goes out there and can barely jump. So that's where I'm at. That's my thoughts on this game. Justin Edwards is the next Isaiah Joe. Nick Nurse better never stop playing him. Ricky Council is another hidden gem that was an undrafted get by Daryl Morey. And I really wish Jared McCain was on this team right now. I really wish Jared McCain was with this team. I feel like they would be unstoppable with these young guys, man. Maybe not unstoppable, but they'd be damn good. All right, man. Crazy day in the NBA. Like I said, it was ruled before the game that KJ Martin is going to be traded. We just don't know where yet. I hope they don't keep us up till 3 a.m. again. But if they do, they do. And we'll see who else gets moved in the next couple of days. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to call in and give your thoughts on this game, on the way the team is playing, on Joel Embiid's return, or the trade stuff, call into the show. The link is pinned in the chat, and I'm also going to drop the link in the chat again. I want to hear from you guys, man. We will have the phones up and running again on Thursday, But for now, we're just taking calls on the Philly Take Discord. We will be live tomorrow night, Sixers and Heat. We will be live on Thursday for the trade deadline. Then we got more games this week, but it's going to be very interesting to see what the 76ers do. Also, before we take our first phone call, BetUS. Sixers were a 2-point favorite. If you took the spread, it was voided out, man. Sixers won by 2 points. Shout out to BetUS. Use the code YouTube150. Get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit at BetUS. Listen, man, I told you the Sixers were going to win. I said Joel would have the most points. I was wrong. Maxey had 33, but I did say the score would be 120-115. I was close. But RB is back. The Sixers are back in the dub column. They've won 5 out of 7 games. And shout out to BetUS. Go check out their odds, man. YouTube 150. Get a 150% deposit match bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. By the way, they got an odd on BetUS right now about whether Paul George will be traded or not. So go check that out. You can even bet on what team he is going to next if he does get traded. Check it out. All right, man. Let's go back and get on the phones. Calling on the Discord, man. We'll take some calls here and we'll see what the people are thinking. All right, man. Let's go to our boy, our starter, exclusive on the Discord. Exclusive.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Got you loud and clear, bro. What's up, man?
What's up? Obviously a lot of crazy stuff going on with the Sixers right now off the court with the movements and the trades and everything. I think it's all been pretty interesting so far. So we'll see what continues to play out over the next couple of days here. But I guess speaking on the game itself, I think realistically speaking, you had Joel back in the lineup today. To be honest, I think the chemistry for majority of the time Embiid was on the floor was a bit interesting. I feel like to start off, it might have been a little bit, you could tell that, it was his first game back, at least for everybody, for the most part. But I think as the game started rolling, they really started to, get into a flow. And, I think when it comes to Joel as well, it's great, obviously, seeing him back on the floor. I just think it, as far as I know you mentioned the small nuances with him not crashing the board and him being sluggish at times, I guess maybe that's just something it's gonna sound optimistic, but it's one of those things almost we have to, wait and see how it goes. It is his first game back. He phenomenal performance for first game back. The triple-double on, 10 boards, et cetera. The fact that he's active enough to do that. I think Nick Nurse said in the press conference as well that, when I think it was him, he was saying when he's slashing, it's a great sign about how he's feeling. I think those are all great positive things, so I guess we'll see, what continues onward with him.
Yeah,
but everybody else.
Definitely. I was just going to say to that point, definitely a positive that he comes back and he did look good moving, I'd say, for a majority. He was moving well. There was times where he wasn't aggressive on the glass, but to drop a triple-double in your first game back in a month, that, again, just shows how naturally gifted he is. But I do think it's a weird convo, as good as he is, can they continue to thrive playing Embiid ball? I think it's hard because he's such a good player, but it does slow the rest of the team down, So I wonder if that can sustain itself in the long term.
Yeah, and I guess to add on to that point, I guess if I had a dream scenario when it comes to tactics here, you've had a month without Embiid playing, and you talked about how the young guys, they play with such flair, and you can kind of play that run and gun style of basketball.
Yeah.
It would be, I guess if I had a dream tactic, it would be, having both of that, having a 1-2 punch with that, having the moments you have Embiid on the floor and, it's more half court based, right? Yeah. And then you have a situation where, when he's off the floor, you can go back to what's been working for a month, or at least has been competitive for the last month. Right. I think I mentioned that before too. That's, we talk about the playoffs all the time, how, the bench points haven't necessarily supported as well as it might have or should have. Right. But
sure.
If you have those minutes now, you got guys playing together and stuff like that without Embiid, this could be something good. Who knows? Right.
Yeah, you got to win, right? You got to win. So that's positive. Yeah, man. I think whatever happens at the deadline will be the next like domino. Like whatever happens there, I think will tell a lot about what this team plans to do. But honestly, I'm having a lot of fun watching these young guys play. Like I think they're showing a lot of potential for the future.
Agreed. And last thing, Justin Edwards too. I mean, I feel like because he went undrafted, like there's I don't want to say there's a stigma, but it's like he was an All-American coming out of in high school. He was, I think, top 100 on ESPN.
Yep.
He's on a Kentucky team that, had the likes of Rob Dillingham and Reed Shepherd in them. So, I feel like his name, because of just where he ended up, I guess, on the draft board, he can hoop is what I'm trying to get at, right?
Absolutely.
He's definitely solid, Philly kid. And yeah, it's been fun watching him continue to grow and play better.
Absolutely, man. Hey, Exclusive, appreciate you calling in as always, man. Always some good stuff.
For sure.
Thanks you, man. Thank you, man. Shout out to Exclusive. Yeah, Justin Edwards is a great story. Philly native, goes to Kentucky, had a, average season at best. Exclusive's right, man. There's a lot of talent on that Kentucky team, a lot of pressure. Sometimes it's hard to step into that. But as we also have seen, it's about the situation. It's about the situation. So he's getting a chance to play and he's making the most of it. All right, let's go back to the phones. We got Evan on the Discord. Let's go to Evan and see what he's got for me. Evan on the Discord. Evan.
Yo,
what's up, Evan?
what up, RB? Yo, we're back, dude. We're back.
Let's go, man. We're back.
Dude, we're back, man. We got some fun basketball to watch.
Let's go, man.
We got a fun team. Hey, and what I really came here to say is we got to trade Paul George. He's got to go.
Hey,
I saw some deals. I saw like the Warriors and the Hawks. I looked at the Warriors. It was saying something about Jonathan Kuminga. And I was like, dude, Jonathan Kuminga, shoot, I'll just take Jonathan Kuminga at this point, honestly. Like, I really do love Paul George as a player, but they're really just like, he just doesn't fit. Like we have a good team right now. Like what I just saw, like that was really fun basketball. Like we really fit together. Like I feel like if we just play as a group more and we stay healthy, like I really think we got something there.
These young guys are fun to watch, and I agree with you, man. Like Paul George just doesn't fit the equation. If there's a chance where you can get off the next 3 years of $50+ million for Paul
ISO
George,
long ranges, I can't take it.
No. You gotta get off the contract.
You gotta go. You gotta go, man. You gotta go.
And I'll tell you what, man, this might be the only opportunity that you get to actually get off the contract.
No, seriously.
The older he gets, he'll be 35, then he'll be 36. More injuries.
And it's also the stuff we get. Like next year, what is he? 35, 36? It's like
35.
And who knows,
next
he's
year.
averaging 14 points a game and he's more injured. It's like, well, what are we getting? Like a first? Like I don't know. I just think we got to trade him now.
Yeah, I mean he's been
whatever
injured.
the promise is, like it's business, dude. Whatever happened to Luka, like I don't care. Like it is what it is, man. You got to go.
Listen, man, he's been hurt 6 times in the first half of the season. So
exactly.
I mean, you got to get him off if you can.
Again, what I just saw tonight, like I know it was a close game, like it was against the Mavs, which not even a fully loaded Mavs, but I just really liked what I saw with Joel.
Absolutely, man. No, I'm glad Joel got back in his rhythm, but it'll be interesting to see like how they play moving forward.
Yeah, for sure, RB. All right, dude.
All right, man. Appreciate the
go
call.
Birds.
Go Birds, baby. Shout out to Evan on the Discord. Go Birds. Shout out to Evan. Great call, man. Guys, Tyrese Maxey, 6 straight 30-point games. He's got 15 straight with 25+. This guy's amazing, man. I'm so happy that Maxey's back, and even I was getting a bit down on Maxey. I said, though, throughout it all that he would find his rhythm. He would come back and be the Tyrese all-star we know. But he admitted it. He opened up. And as soon as he opened up about how much he was struggling mentally with, the inconsistency of the lineups and stuff, and as soon as he just put his head down and got to work like we expect Maxey to do, he's turned back into the all-star Maxey that we know. And I do think that moving forward, even though Joel can put up the numbers, I think in the clutch situations, man, let Maxey rally off 8-10 points in a row, Like let Maxey get that rhythm going. Once he does that, man, he is unstoppable. He just has a different look in his eyes. Different look in his eyes, man. D Green in the chat says point is Embiid. Point Embiid could work. Hero ball Embiid will result in the same ending, another second round or worse exit. Sixer Samson Edwards was cooking. Yo, Justin Edwards is amazing. He is amazing. Yeah, how did Maxey not win Player of the Week? That's insane. That is insane. All right, let's go back to the phones, man. We got the Fiend on the Discord. Let's go to the Fiend on the Discord.
What's up, RB?
Yo, what's going on, man? How's it going?
Doing good. I'm saying we're back.
Let's go, man. It's the second one. We're back, baby. We're back. We're going all the way, man.
I watched the last 3 games, and the thing I love the most is that we don't look like we're giving up, like we're fighting. We were down in this game. We couldn't score for a while, came back, fought, a little back and forth in the fourth quarter. And usually, you know, with the Sixers, that back and forth ends up in something dumb happening and us losing, but we pulled it out. We won the game. So we're fighting. And I love it. Justin Edwards is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing defense. He had foul trouble. He didn't care. Still went to go block a shot.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
100%. I think that's actually a great point I didn't bring up. You know, early in the season, it looked like they were kind of quitting on Nick Nurse at points. You know, they'd get blown away in the third quarter. Then they would not even try the rest of the game. So the fact that they are buying back in, playing hard defensively, shows a lot that Nick Nurse still has his voice over the locker room, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what he said in the locker room for the Denver game, but whatever he said, it lit a fire under everybody. So
yeah, no, ever since that game, man, they've been locked in. They don't give up at all, and I feel like they're really getting behind their leaders as well, especially these young guys. You know, I said it earlier in the stream, but like these guys don't have anything made for them yet. You know, they don't have a big NBA contract. They don't even have, say, a guaranteed roster spot. Like Justin Edwards isn't even on a standard contract, so they're out here trying to prove a point, man, and it's really nice to see.
You know, like I can't wait till we get to see Quentin Grimes, because I actually like Quentin Grimes. I think he's a decent player. I think he's a 3-and-D guy. Maybe not as good defensively as Caleb Martin, but then again, he's young. He can always get better. I don't know what we're going to trade for KJ Martin, but I would hope that it's a taller player that could shoot the ball a little bit and play defense. But about PG, as much as I wanted him here in the offseason, I heard the Atlanta talk. I don't know how. I don't think it would ever happen. But if we could get Jalen Johnson for Paul George, I would love to get Jalen Johnson from Atlanta.
Yeah, he didn't he just get hurt too for the rest of the season? I think he's out for the year. So
I only pay attention to the Sixers, so I actually don't know if he might be out.
Yeah, no, that actually just happened a couple days ago. I think he got hurt for the season. So it would be interesting if they tried to move on from him, especially after they just gave him a big contract. But Atlanta is kind of like a sneaky suitor for Paul George. I think it's an interesting fit. I don't know if it would be a 3-team deal or not, but I'm still banking on that PG to the Warriors trade. I think the Warriors are trying to do whatever it takes to get another star with Steph for like one final run, and they wanted Paul George back in the offseason. So I definitely think he could get moved. Like, I don't think it's a long shot by any means.
If we were to trade him to the Warriors, I don't know what we would get for him. It'd definitely be Kuminga, I feel like, because I feel like it would be smart to ask for Kuminga instead of Wiggins.
Yeah, that or a 3-team. A 3-team deal, Jimmy to Philly. And I know people aren't going to like that, but, you know, you get off the next 3 years of the PG contract. For me personally, even if Jimmy doesn't play, you know, you don't have to worry about it, right? But that's just one scenario. But I think, I do think it could be a 3-team deal, honestly. I don't think Paul George getting moved is like completely out of the equation.
No, not at all. Not. Some people don't like the fact that we might get, or people want Jimmy back. I'm one of the people that kind of want him back, because just like Patrick Beverley last year, he's one of the people that could tell Joel, like, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to run. He's one of those people that could push Joel and make him do stuff that he normally doesn't do. Yep.
Absolutely, man. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It feels like they're trying to get below that tax line right now, but, there was a report that they might trade KJ for nothing just to get his contract out. So I don't know. Whatever happens in the next 48 hours will tell us the story of where they're going.
Yep. But that's all I got for today.
All right, man. Appreciate the call. Shout out to Define. Hold on, I want to pull up this graphic, man. This is actually crazy. Hold on. Players with double-digit 30 points. Double-digit 30-point games since January 1st. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis, Devin Booker, and Tyrese Maxey. That's insane, man. Wow. Double-digit 30-point games. Like, ever since January 1st, Maxey's been cooking. Maxey's been absolutely cooking. But again, the question is, you look at the Sixers roster. Are they going to trade Drummond? Does anybody want him for $5 million? Eric Gordon, who's been shooting lights out. I find it pretty weird that Eric Gordon was out tonight. When did Eric Gordon get hurt? Why is he out? I feel like they're shopping him. KJ Martin was downgraded to out tonight because of a pending trade. So, you don't want these guys to get hurt. I definitely think that a couple more trades will be on the horizon. But I think the Sixers are ultimately doing what's right, and that is selling off the vets who are probably going to leave anyway or are going to cost you more in the future, and shedding salary and trying to get younger players back, draft picks, and letting some of these young guys go out there and play their game. But like the caller just said, if Paul George really does have an opportunity to get traded, I think the Sixers have to take it, man. I think they do. Mike Millennium in the chat says, we need Jimmy. Tika says, please not Trae Young for PG. D Green says, I believe Johnson suffered a right shoulder injury. Deal says, Wiggins, who do you think after that? Ego says, can we win tomorrow? What do you guys think? Can we win? Can we? I mean, we should, right? Young guys are going to be up there moving, flowing. Offense is fun to watch with these young guys, man. That's my biggest takeaway. And I think Nurse has to keep on riding it out. He does. All right, man. We'll go back to one more phone call, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll see if we get any KJ Martin intel. We'll react to a couple things there. Let's go to Cool J on the Discord.
Yo, RB.
What up, Cool J?
I mean, I think it's probably what you're right, because they're literally trying to, like you said, shed spots so that way it can be a more younger team. And we've been saying this for a while now that you got to sell parts of your so that way you can rebuild and revamp your team, so that way it can be a little bit more younger.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do at this point. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't, like Caleb Martin, even though a lot of people like him, he hasn't lived up to what we thought he would so far. He's been hurt a lot. Kelly Oubre, right? We'll see what happens with him. But, really the youth is the way this team needs to go, whether Embiid is a part of that equation or not. So, we'll see what happens.
I give the previous caller, like, if we're going to KJ Martin, I mean, we got to at least, get at least like a backup center. Like someone like, a little taller so they can, be good on the defense as well as the offense and make some shots as well. You could be relying so much on an Embiid. Like, we need someone else to, like, fill in the center spot.
That's a good point, Cool J. I think the KJ trade is going to determine a lot, or at least tell us a lot more of the story, because the rumors are right now that the Sixers might not even get anything back. It might just be a straight salary dump, which would then signal to me that they are definitely trying to get under the tax line so they can duck the tax like they have before, just because the owners don't want to pay tax and they're greedy. But yeah, that's kind of what, that whatever happens with the KJ trade, like if they get like a young player and a pick back, it's like, all right, they're trying to go in a different direction. But I would also argue, like, why trade KJ if you're just going to get another young player back, right? Like, he showed a lot of potential. He showed that he could play. So to me, it's starting to feel like they just don't want to pay the tax. They want to get under that threshold and just kind of look forward into the future with these young guys?
I mean, that's a good way of saying that. I mean, like, and just if they do that, that's going to be another, year of them blowing an opportunity again, like they usually do. So hopefully they would try and use this trade and like get something out of it. Like, don't use it for granted. Just take something out of this.
Yep, I hope so, man. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a crazy 48 hours, man. The Sixers know how to always throw in some spice, They always got to make it interesting.
All I can say about this game is that, a great win against the Mavericks. It was really a close game, but they did get it done. And it was going to be even tougher once AD comes in and starts, shooting mad. So it's going to be hectic when he comes in.
Absolutely, man. Cool J, appreciate the insight as always, my dude. Thanks for calling in.
Of course, everybody chiming me in.
Thanks, man. Shout out to Cool J. Shout out to all the callers. Somebody in the chat just says, none of us want to pay tax. Not sure that's greedy. Okay, well, here's the difference between me and Josh Harris and you and Josh Harris. We have to pay normal tax. Josh Harris is a billionaire, okay? Josh Harris chose this profession. He bought this team, and that is the difference between a good owner and a bad owner. Jeffrey Lurie is in, apparent rumors about buying the Celtics. I hope and pray he doesn't, because you know what Jeff Lurie does? If Jeff Lurie buys the Celtics, do you think he's going to give a crap about paying tax? No, he's going to try to win championships. There's a difference between good owners and bad owners, because bad owners are in there. They duck the tax. They do just enough. They make you buy tickets and merchandise and food and all this. They pique your interest at times. But the good owners, they're like, you know what? We'll pay the tax. Give us that bill. Give us this player too. Give us that player, and let's go and make a championship run. So the Sixers have done this multiple times before. They duck the tax. They say, you know what? We're just trying to get below that tax line. They were in the first apron today. Now they're $6.4 million above the tax line. If they trade KJ, they'll be about 1.6 below. Then they say, all right, we'll just keep the rest of the players. We'll go the rest of the season. One game will tell you that Joel Embiid's in. Next game will be out. Paul George will be in one game. Next game will be out. And we'll keep that moving forward. That's what they could realistically do. And if they do, then my thing is, all right, just trade off every, veteran, trade off Drummond, Gordon, and these guys, get your draft picks and try to reset for next year. So that's where I'm at. That's a long way of saying, that's what I think could happen. Now, a couple quick things before we get out of here on the KJ Martin stuff. First off, shout out to Jane in the chat. Says, forgot to say this, Cooper DeJean, Saquon both have a February 9th birthday. Yeah, I can't wait. Add their jersey numbers 59. That's crazy. That is crazy. Here's what Adam Aronson tweeted out earlier about KJ Martin. Says, as things stand now, the Sixers' pending trade of KJ is not expected to net them a player in return, which would be a straight salary dump. And then we get this from Kyle Neubeck. He says, KJ Martin's trade ramifications include Gershon Yabusele and Justin Edwards. Quote, the team does want to keep Gershon Yabusele this summer. And then number two, there's a possibility that they might convert Justin Edwards to an NBA contract. So that would have financial ramifications. I definitely think Edwards has earned it. He should be on this team. And I think we have gotten to a point with how Yabusele is playing where he is so good in his role that his figure might go up to 13, 14, 15 million. And now that they are not in the tax, right? They're trying to get that full non-tax MLE. And if they can do that, great. But if not, then they're going to try to offer them what they can based on where they're at. But they're trying to free up that flexibility to get these exceptions, to get more opportunities to sign Gershon Yabusele, because I think they really want to keep him, as Kyle Neubeck says here. And lastly, Derek Bodner says, to be clear, if the Sixers do dump KJ Martin's contract, they're not gaining any future flexibility by doing so. His contract for next season is not guaranteed. If they dump him, it's to get under the luxury tax. Flexibility is a more palatable way of saying that. So again, not flexibility about like future cap space, but more about getting that exception, getting under the tax, ducking the tax, and also trying to open up more ways that they could potentially sign Gershon Yabusele. So that's where we're at. Also, I want to let you guys know that earlier today we did a trade or a live stream breaking down the Caleb Martin trade. So definitely check that out. If anything else happens, maybe not at 3 a.m. tonight, I might be asleep, but if anything else happens, it goes down, we will be either dropping a video or going live breaking it down. I do think something is brewing. And the last thing I'll show you guys, I'll go back to what Zach Lowe just said. If you guys know Zach Lowe, he was for The Athletic for a lot of years. Great reporter. He got laid off, which was insane. I think he does a podcast now. I don't know. But Zach Lowe's got a lot of ties in the NBA. Zach Lowe has a lot of ins. And here's what he tweeted at 9:48 p.m., which was just under an hour ago. He said, lots of eyes and ears around the league on the Kevin Durant situation right now. The Phoenix Suns are like the pivot team in this whole equation, right? Bradley Beal doesn't want to be traded. He's not going to waive his no trade clause, most likely, which means they can't get Jimmy Butler, which means if they can't do that, Kevin Durant is pissed off. He doesn't think he can win. What is he, 35, 36 years old, whatever he is. Kevin Durant wants one more opportunity to win. There's reports about the Warriors trying to get Kevin Durant back. There's reports about Miami trying to get him. There's so much going on. Maybe the Sixers swoop in and take him. I have no clue. But what I do know is that Zach Lowe's got a lot of ins with the NBA sources. And if Kevin Durant moves, it's because the Suns can't get Jimmy Butler. And maybe Jimmy goes somewhere else. Maybe it ends in a Warriors, Heat, Sixers trade. I just feel like something's going to happen tonight or tomorrow. I have a gut instinct, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So we'll see. Jane says, I'm going to be here tomorrow no matter what. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow night for the game. We'll be live for the deadline on Thursday. Another game on Friday. Game on Sunday before the Super Bowl, which is insane. But nonetheless, I'm RB. This is Philly Take with RB. We do the live streams every single game. We give you the coverage as it happens. But I am exhausted from today and all the crazy, chaotic stuff. Joel Embiid's first game back drops a 29-point triple-double. Tyrese Maxey gives us another 30-piece. And Justin Edwards looks like the next Isaiah Joe. That is the takeaway from the night. Big win. Back at it tomorrow. Got to get another W. We'll see what happens, man. Shout out to Rocket Money. Go check out Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/gameon. Shout out to our great partner here of the Postgame show. And shout out to all the members, everybody tapping in with us. A great show tonight, man. Great show. Big time win for the Sixers. A lot of fun reacting to it live. Big time win, man. I'm going to not say this with malice, but I hope I don't see you guys again tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night. I hope they don't wake us up at 3 a.m. for a blockbuster trade. I don't know if I got the energy in for it, but we'll see. We'll see, man. Sixers Game Day Live, post-game live show presented by Rocket Money. Shout out to everybody hopping in the chat. Sixers get a win, 118-116. Catch y'all tomorrow night, man. Peace.